You are listening to greensports.net, your source for Greene County sports.
NCAA Baseball on greensports.net is brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County and sponsored in part by McCracken Pharmacy, Community Bank, Waynesburg University, JD Enterprises, Greene County Commissioner Dave Coder, the Greene County Messenger, and by Direct Results. Hello, everybody, from Ross Memorial Park on just outside the campus of Washington and Jefferson College. It's the second game of the President's Athletic Conference baseball tournament, where today the number 3 seeded Waynesburg University Yellow Jackets take on the number 2 seeded Grove City College Wolverines. I'm Brennan Rosside, joined by Nicholas Callas, and Nicholas has a breakdown of the tournament format for you.
Yeah, so it's basically a double elimination tournament, so the winners will play the winners, the losers will play the losers until a team gets 2 losses, and the last one standing without 2 losses wins the game. The prior game that was played at 1 o'clock between Washington and Jefferson and Bethany College was won by Washington and Jefferson 12-0. So Washington and Jefferson moves into the winner's bracket. Bethany moves into the loser's bracket. The winner of this game will go on to play Washington and Jefferson tomorrow, and the loser of this game will go on to play Bethany College tomorrow. So the top 4 teams, Washington and Jefferson finished in first place. Grove City finished in second. Waynesburg in third. Bethany in fourth. You know that. But how Waynesburg and Grove City got to the number 2 and 3 seeds goes as follows. Grove City won the season tournament, the season games. Waynesburg University lost all 3 games in the regular season against Grove City. So Grove City won the tiebreaker that would have mattered in such a case. But Grove City beat Waynesburg all 3 times, and one of the big games that Grove City won was against Mason Miller. Grove City handed Mason Miller his second loss. The only other team that Mason Miller lost to was Washington and Jefferson. So Grove City has proved a tough task for Mason Miller and Waynesburg University. Grove City been an excellent batting team this season, a .300 average as a team with 12 home runs. Mason Miller struggled in his first appearance on April 24th, which was the last time he faced them. But the second time facing a team certainly can prove to be a better one, considering that you had a learning experience in a live game.
Well, keep in mind too that the last time Mason Miller saw these Grove City College Wolverines, he was on limited time. They didn't want to throw him out too much, considering that Waynesburg had a pivotal series later on that week. That came, of course, against the Westminster College Titans and then the St. Vincent College Bearcats. So Miller was on limited amounts of pitches, which is why in which Waynesburg didn't do so hot, and also too, Waynesburg against everybody else in the President's Athletic Conference, excluding W&J and Grove City, 15-3. However, they're 0-6 against the top 2 teams in the PAC, losing to W&J on numerous occasions, losing 8 straight to the Presidents, and Waynesburg has dropped 7 straight games to the Grove City College Wolverines. And, of course, if Waynesburg wants to make it far in that tournament, well, the Yellow Jackets will need to right the wrongs in which Waynesburg has been on these losing streaks the past couple of years.
Yeah, for sure. There's just that one element missing that's been stopping them from getting to the top of the PAC and doing well over the last few seasons. Of course, last year was not a great year for Waynesburg University, finishing 6-12 in PAC play, 10-22 overall, but turning it around and finishing in third place is just remarkable for this team. Of course, Mason Miller coming back and having a comeback season for sure. Mason Miller ended up leading the PAC in 2019 in ERA with a 1.46 ERA, opposing batting average with a 181 average against Mason Miller, and he finished his season with 92 strikeouts, which all of those stats are surely a strong case for him being Pitcher of the Year this year in the President's Athletic Conference, and he's certainly done a lot better than he did last year. He struggled a lot last year, had some medical issues that he dealt with, but he came back this year and certainly finished strong, and he's been a bright spot, but he's got to come through against these tougher teams, these top teams who can hit well and who he can't quite dominate.
Well, it's a strong case for Mason Miller to win PAC Pitcher of the Year. As you mentioned, Nicholas, he led pretty much every pitching category in the President's Athletic Conference. There's been a lot of comparisons around Waynesburg to recent graduate Brian Resnick, who was just on the team a few years ago, and then all of a sudden Mason Miller, he came in with all this hype, had a 1-9 record in his freshman and sophomore years, not too good, and then all of a sudden he really turned it on in his junior year. And I was talking to assistant Grove City baseball coach Kyle Sasala, who also played at Waynesburg University. He said that he thinks Miller's a better pitcher than Resnick, and keep in mind that Kyle Sasala he played with Brian Resnick whenever Resnick was just a freshman, and Sasala graduating when Resnick was a freshman.
Mason Miller, along with his stuff, he has an imposing figure, I should say. 6'5", 175 pounds in his junior season. He has a fastball that has a lot of velocity, and with that he has a slider. And what that slider does is it allows him to keep that hard velocity going, but the pitch just tails on at the end, and that keeps a lot of hitters guessing. Now, for the rest of the hitters or the rest of the teams in the PAC, it's a little bit more difficult to read those pitches. But once you have good teams like Grove City and Washington and Jefferson teams at the top, they are better at recognizing those pitches. He's effective with those pitches, but the top teams are more likely to pound on mistakes than other teams would be toward the bottom of the PAC.
But not to change the topic, but I'm really looking forward to this pitching duel between Mason Miller and John Binney. Binney became Grove City's all-time winningest pitcher in program history in the last time Grove City took on Waynesburg in the 6-1 defeat for the Yellow Jackets. Binney with 26 career wins. He's 6-3 this year. Arguably a top 5 pitcher in the President's Athletic Conference. I'd put him at number 2 or number 3. But Mason Miller, the way that he's been pitching this year, it's tough for many teams to hit around him. And we have seen W&J get the best of Mason Miller. We have seen Grove City in the limited time that Miller had. He didn't have too hot of an outing against the Wolverines. So Grove City will need to replicate that if Grove City wants to avoid the upset.
Certainly should be a good matchup today. Right now it's 75 degrees in Washington, Pennsylvania here at Ross Memorial Park. It's not supposed to rain again until 8 o'clock. We've had a lot of rain coming through this Washington County area. That's why this game was delayed from 4 o'clock to 4:20. But rain looks like it's not going to be too much of a factor heading into this next game. It's overcast right now. Skies are cloudy, but still looks like it's going to be good enough to complete this second game of the PAC tournament today.
Well, it also, in the first game, we saw Washington and Jefferson defeating Bethany 12-0. That game was delayed in the bottom of the third inning due to the torrential downpour that we got. It was delayed by about 15 minutes, so that way the crew can come out and put the diamond dry on the dirt mound and the dirt home plate area. That's the only 2 dirt areas at Ross Memorial Park. Other than that, it's all turf, so you're going to see a lot of balls being boinked up into the air. You're going to see a lot more spring to the balls as they land on the turf and into the infield/outfield.
Certainly cleaner hops, too, than natural fields. Starting lineup now for Waynesburg University. Batting first, playing second base, Justin Buberl. Batting second, the catcher, John Presbolinski. Batting third baseman, Tyler Reese. Batting fourth, playing first base, Johnny Kutchman. Batting fifth, playing left field, Tyler Godwin. Batting sixth, playing the designated hitter role, Tyler Woodrow. Batting seventh, playing right field, Tyler Serbinovich. Batting eighth, playing center field, Mitch Nordstrom. And rounding out the order, batting ninth, playing shortstop, Alec Fantaski. It's Grove City in its white jerseys with what looks like red lettering, and then for Waynesburg University wearing its jerseys with charcoal pants, charcoal sleeves, but that Waynesburg orange in the middle of the torso. Standing in, leading off for Waynesburg University is the 6'1" junior, Justin Buberl. Buberl leading the team in average this season, or he did lead the team in average, 348 average with 2 home runs, 24 RBIs. That first pitch called a strike. No balls, 1 strike. John Benny on the mound, the 6'2", 195-pound senior. And we already told you about all his accolades he's had for Grove City. Really effective pitcher for them this year and through his entire career with the Wolverines. That second pitch breaking ball misses outside. Count evened up 1 ball and 1 strike on Justin Buberl.
Not to mention, too, that Benny was also Grove City's nominee for Sportsman of the Year for the male side.
That pitch just misses off the outside edge. Count now 2 balls, 1 strike in favor of Justin Buberl. Buberl, multi-sport athlete at Waynesburg University, also plays soccer. Pitch grounded left side of the infield, played by the third baseman Burke. He will fire across the diamond to Dayton at first base, and that is an out. Justin Buber gone to begin this game.
And you saw earlier we talked about the extra spring to the ball as it bounces off the turf. The third baseman, Micah Burke, had to extend his arm probably more so than he normally would have if it was a regular grass and dirt infield. But nonetheless, watch for that as this game goes on.
Standing in now, left-handed hitter John Presbolinski, the catcher of this game for Waynesburg University, and he lines a pitch into left field. First pitch of the at-bats into left field for a base hit, and John Presbolinski has the first hit from either team tonight. It's a one-out single. Speaking of the infield, too, when you have grass infield on a natural field, that's to create more friction for the ball. And when you have a turf field, it creates friction, but it also has those more consistent hops, but again, those more
spring.
Yeah, more emphasis, a little more English on the ball, so to speak. Coming in now, Tyler Reese, third baseman for Waynesburg University. Runner on first, one out in the inning. No score yet. That pitch in the dirt, ball one. Good block there by Boyle. Behind the play, that's ball one. Tyler Reese, 308 average with 3 home runs and 22 RBIs. He is tied for the lead on Waynesburg's team with 3 home runs. He's tied with Tyler Godwin and Tyler Woodrow. 1-0 pitch. That's in the dirt as well. That's ball two. Tyler Reese looking to enter the draft for this Major League Baseball draft coming up in June. This is his senior year. He's spent a couple of winter off seasons in Miami at Marlins Park as that pitch is fouled down the third base line, participating in home run derbies and other showcases to present his skills to professional scouts for these pro teams. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out in the inning. This game just getting underway between Grove City and Waynesburg University. This is the President's Athletic Conference Tournament in Division III between the number 2 seeded Grove City and the number 3 seeded Waynesburg. 2-1 pitch grounded to third base, played by Burke. He throws to second baseman Clary for one, back to first, but the throw is high. Gets away from Dayton at first base, so Reese will be safe. Forced out at second is John Presbolinski, and that is the second out of the inning.
Got to give that a hit, because even though the throw was high, Reese was still on the bag as the ball was still getting towards the first baseman, Matt Dayton.
2 outs in the inning, and that'll bring up Johnny Kutchman, a player one of the rare players on this team who pitches and gets regular playing time as a position player, playing first base today. Last time he pitched was against Teal. He pitched an inning just to stay loose in that game that had no playoff implications. Reese leads off first, ground ball left side of the infield, played again by Burke. He flips over to second where Clary was covering, and forced out at second is Tyler Reese to end this inning. So it's no runs for Waynesburg on no hits and 1 runner left on base. To the bottom of the first we go. It's Waynesburg University nothing, Grove City coming to bat.
First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County is the place to go for all of your banking needs. When it's time to buy your first home or to upgrade to a larger one, go to First Federal Savings and Loan for all of your mortgage and refinancing. Checking our savings accounts? Absolutely! And the friendly folks at First Federal Savings and Loan will gently guide you through the process of getting started. First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Quality customer care you can bank on. NMLS number 458729, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. Call 724-627-6116.
Waynesburg University coming out for defense, and on the mound for Waynesburg University, it's Mason Miller. Leading the PAC this year in ERA with a 1.46 ERA, opposing batting average at 1.81, and he leads the PAC in strikeouts with 92. We'll go over Grove City's starting lineup now. Batting first, playing second base, sophomore Jesse Clary. Batting second, the first baseman, junior Matt Dayton. Batting third and playing third base, senior Micah Burke. Batting fourth, the center fielder, senior Shane Hamill. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, senior Bobby DeLay. Batting sixth, playing shortstop, the junior Bobby Abbott. Batting seventh, playing right field, freshman Colton Lineman. Batting eighth, playing catcher, senior Derek Boyle. And batting ninth, playing left field, freshman Matt Nauer. As we said before, the last time Mason Miller pitched against Grove City was on April 24th, and Grove City gave Mason Miller his second loss in 8 starts. Mason Miller had a 6-2 record, an 8-2 record in 10 starts. Mason Miller had 8 wins, 2 losses, but one of those 2 losses was to Grove City. And that's one of the problems that Waynesburg has had, regardless of who Waynesburg's thrown on the mound or where the lineup has been arranged to. it's still been losses to the top two teams in the PAC, and the only two teams to finish above Waynesburg were Washington and Jefferson and Grove City, and those are the only two teams that Mason Miller recorded a loss to.
Also, too, the rain's starting to pick up a little bit. We've been getting on and off drizzles, but now it's starting to come down a little bit, but not enough to possibly delay this game.
Certainly helps it's a turf field, too. There's no dirt to worry about other than at the plate and on the mound. Standing in now, right-handed hitter Jesse Clary against the righty, Mason Miller. First pitch fastball high. That's ball one, and you heard the clap of the mitt there from John Presbolinski's mitt behind the plate. Mason Miller threw that pitch with a lot of velocity. 1-0 pitch coming here in the bottom of the first. And another fastball. That's called a strike over the outside edge. Count is evened up. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mason Miller getting his sign. 1-1 pitch on the way. Fastball popped behind the plate. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jesse Clary this year, .310 average, no home runs, and 18 RBIs. From Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania, the 6-foot right-handed hitter stands in against the 6'5" pitcher from Bethel Park in Mason Miller. 1-2 pitch coming. Breaking ball hit into the air. Shallow right field. Justin Buberl calling off Tyler Shabinovich, and Buberl, the second baseman, makes the catch. And that is an out of Jesse Clary to begin this bottom of the first for the Grove City Wolverines.
No problem here. Mason Miller, the last time he played Grove City, allowed 2 leadoff walks to begin the game, and certainly the start that Miller was looking for, able to induce the first out.
That'll bring up first baseman Matt Dayton, the left-handed hitter standing in facing the right-handed pitcher. Matt Dayton, a .259 average with 1 home run and 23 RBIs throughout the 2019 regular season. That pitch called a strike over the outside edge. No balls and 1 strike. Bottom of the first inning, scoreless between the number 2-seeded Grove City hosting the number 3-seeded Waynesburg University at Ross Memorial Park in Washington, Pennsylvania. Breaking ball hit to the right side of the infield. Johnny Kutchman will just play it himself. Steps on the bag and forces out Matt Dayton at first base. It's a 1 pitch out for the second out of the bottom of the first inning. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up third baseman Micah Burke. Micah Burke leads the Grove City Wolverines in average and RBIs on the team. .380 average and 31 RBIs on the 2019 season. Also has a home run to his credit. That first pitch misses high. That's ball 1. Waynesburg University went scoreless in the top of the first inning. Grove City 2 outs here and no runs in the bottom of the first. 1-0 pitch coming, righty on righty matchup. That pitch called a strike right over the middle of the plate, and the count is evened up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Micah Burke, a senior, 6'1" from Gilbert, Arizona. That pitch breaking ball misses over the inside part of the plate. Count evened up 2 balls and 1 strike.
Also the leading hitter for Grove City, .380 batting average, 31 RBI, 40 runs scored, 60 hits, and 5 triples.
2-1 pitch is called a strike over the outside edge. Count is evened up 2 balls and 2 strikes. No wonder he's batting third. Has been an offensive producer for this Grove City team. Mason Miller gets back on the mound, gets into the windup, and the 2-2 pitch coming. Breaking ball hit in the air. Shallow right field. Again, Justin Buberl will call off the right fielder, Tyler Shabinovich, and second baseman Justin Buberl makes the catch. And the inning comes to a close. So it's no runs on no hits in the inning, and nobody left on base for Grove City. As we go to the second inning, it's Waynesburg University 0, Grove City 0. You're listening to greensports.net, presented by First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County.
Community Bank makes it easy to apply online for a mortgage or a free pre-qualification. Go online, choose from a variety of terms and low rates for qualified borrowers. See Community Bank for one-time closing construction loans. Community Bank is your local bank with branches in southwestern Pennsylvania for over 110 years. They're here to serve their customers. Go online today. See how easy it is. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Online, communitybank.tv.
Back to PAC Baseball Division III President's Athletic Conference Tournament taking place between the number 2-seeded Grove City Wolverines and the number 3-seeded Waynesburg Yellow Jackets. Second inning getting underway. 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for Waynesburg University. Tyler Godwin, Tyler Woodrow, and Tyler Serbinovich.
Tyler cubed, I guess you could say.
You could say.
And they've been 3 considerable producers for Waynesburg this season. Godwin's having career numbers, .325 batting average, and he's been one of the senior leaders of this team, fifth-year senior.
First pitch fastball hit on the ground, left side of the infield, played by the shortstop Abbott. He will throw to Matt Dayton at first base, and on one pitch, Tyler Godwin is forced out to start the top of the second inning. So with one out, that'll bring up freshman designated hitter Tyler Woodrow. Woodrow opened some eyes in Florida for the spring training trip that Waynesburg had back in March. Had a .500 batting average and hit 2 home runs. And he had to really open some eyes, earned a starting job as that first pitch is called a strike, 0-1. Earned a starting job as a catcher-designated hitter hybrid, but has slowed down since then. .298 average with 3 home runs and 23 RBIs to finish out the 2019 season. Line drive up the middle for a base hit into center field. Tyler Woodrow will stop at first base. Throw from Hamill comes into the cutoff man, and Tyler Woodrow's aboard for Waynesburg University's second hit of the afternoon. So one out, runner on first base. No score between Waynesburg University and Grove City College, and standing in now right-handed hitter Tyler Serbinovich. Tyler Serbinovich this year, .297 average with 1 home run and 17 RBIs. First pitch, that misses, just a little bit low and outside. That's ball 1.
Serbinovich also coming off of a 3-for-4 day in the second half of the doubleheader against Teal with 2 RBI, and he had a home run in that 9-7 victory for the Yellow Jackets.
Woodrow leads off first. 1 ball, no strike pitch coming. Woodrow fakes going, but Serbinovich swings, line drive left field. That'll get foul over the fence. Count even up 1 ball and 1 strike. Tyler Serbinovich, his role wasn't supposed to be an outfielder this season. He's played some outfield in his freshman season, but was supposed to primarily pitch until Tanner Hudak, a freshman at Waynesburg University, decided to focus on school, and he left the team. So Serbinovich was trialed in right field, and he earned the job, and here he is in playoffs, playing right field and batting 7th in the order. 1-1 pitch fouled behind the plate. Count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes in favor of John Benny on the mound for Grove City.
And Serbinovich was also Waynesburg's starting quarterback for the football team to begin the season. But after just 1 series, he decided that's enough. Time to focus on baseball.
He's still thinking about playing football, but hasn't made any official announcements yet. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch coming, 1 out. Tyler Woodrow leading off first base. Pitch, that misses in the dirt, gets away from the catcher Boyle, and down to second goes Tyler Woodrow on what will be a wild pitch.
Tough play for Boyle. He tried to make a play extending to his right. It bounced off of his glove, which was patted against his right patella, and that allowed the ball to trickle into the right side of the backstop, and an easy advancement for Tyler Woodrow.
Count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Tyler Serbinovich, now with a runner on scoring position, time called. Serbinovich steps out. This is a righty-on-righty matchup. John Benny, the right-handed pitcher, facing the right-handed hitter in Tyler Serbinovich. Benny comes set at the letters. 2-2 pitch coming. It's a breaking ball. It just misses over the outside edge, and the count run full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Serbinovich.
And Benny isn't exactly a strikeout pitcher. He's only averaging about 4 Ks per start, whereas Mason Miller, on the other hand, averaging 9 strikeouts. Benny can't afford to have Serbinovich get an easy hit.
3-2 pitch in the dirt, ball 4. Good block by Boyle behind the plate. That at least stops Woodrow from advancing to third. But now Tyler Serbinovich is on first base, and that's the first walk of the day for John Benny.
He's also prone to walking as well. 27 walks in now his 13th game on the bump and 12th game starting.
This is the President's Athletic Conference Tournament. No score between the number 2 seeded Grove City and the number 3 seeded Waynesburg University, and standing in now, number 8 hitter Mitch Nordstrom. Nordstrom swings at that first pitch and fouls it behind the plate. Count is no balls and 1 strike. Mitch Nordstrom, the left-handed hitter playing center field for Waynesburg University today, struggled offensively this 2019 season, batted .250 with no home runs and only 14 RBIs. More known for his defense in center field. He's pretty quick, and he has a good arm out there as the captain of the outfield. First pitch called a strike, second pitch called a strike. No balls and 2 strikes now on Mitch Nordstrom with 1 out in the inning. Tyler Woodrow on second base after singling and advancing to second on a wild pitch, and then Tyler Serbinovich, who just walked in the previous at-bat. Benny looking for the sign from Boyle. Now he comes set at the letters. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Looked like a breaking ball, fouled back behind the plate. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes on Mitch Nordstrom. Mitch Nordstrom, a senior from Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, went to Bethel Park High School. There's a significant amount of Bethel Park alumni on this Waynesburg University team. No ball, 2-strike pitch coming. Pitch lined up the middle off of Binney's glove, but that still gets into center field for a base hit. Rounding third, coming home is Tyler Woodrow. Advancing to third base is Tyler Serbinovich, and that is an RBI single for Mitch Nordstrom, and it gives Waynesburg University a 1-0 lead over Grove City here in the top of the second inning.
Big-time play by Nordstrom, lining it straight to Binney, and it deflected off of his glove, and the second baseman, Clary, who was playing to a bit far to the left of second base, couldn't make a play on it, and then allowed Woodrow to score easily. Big RBI for Nordstrom.
And the velocity, the bat speed and the velocity coming off of the bat really helped that ball trickle into center field. Binney just didn't have enough time to react to that ball. It hit off the tip of his mitt, but just sprinkled into center field. That might have helped Woodrow score, too, because that ball was, after it hit off the glove, went a little bit softer into center field, and might have been a play for the center fielder, Hamill, if it would have came to him quicker, but Woodrow, enough speed, not enough speed on the ball going out to center field. Woodrow scores easily. So now it's Tyler Sabinovich on third, Mitch Nordstrom on first base, and standing in now is number 9 hitter Alec Fantaski, who swings and misses at that first pitch fastball. That's strike 1.
Don't forget, too, that if Waynesburg were to win today, then it would play Washington and Jefferson College tomorrow at noon here at Ross Memorial Park. A loss will put the Yellow Jackets against the Bethany Bison at 3 o'clock.
No ball, 1-strike pitch, 1 out, top of the second, throw over to first base. Back easily as Nordstrom. Dayton's tag was well too late. Mitch Nordstrom attempted 2 stolen bases, but he was cut down both times. No ball, 1-strike pitch. Ball hit into left center field. That's going to fall, and that is going to be a single for Alec Fantaski. Scoring is Serbinovich. Advancing to third is Mitch Nordstrom, and getting into second base is Alec Fantaski. Waynesburg University leads 2-0 over Grove City College here in the top of the second inning. And that is big insurance there for Mason Miller. Not necessarily that he needs insurance this early, but to score earlier is certainly good against a Grove City team who also has good offensive numbers on the season. That'll bring up leadoff hitter Justin Buberl. Last inning in his first at-bat, he grounded out to third base. 1 out, both runners in scoring position. That pitch called a strike over the outside edge. It's 0-1. So it's Mitch Nordstrom on third base, Alec Fantaski on second base. 2 runs already in the inning, and Justin Buberl, team leader in average, up to the plate. No ball, 1-strike pitch in the dirt. Good block there by Derek Boyle behind the plate. Count is evened up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Buberl went deep a couple times in the 2019 season and had 24 RBIs, second to only Tyler Godwin on this Waynesburg team. 1-1 pitch. Another ball misses in the dirt. Good pickup by Derek Boyle, the catcher. Count is now 2 balls and 1 strike in favor of Justin Buberl, the batter. So righty-on-righty matchup. John Binney having some troubles in this second inning. 2-1 pitch, 1 out in the inning. Fastball, that misses outside the zone. Count is 3 balls and 1 strike. So after Tyler Godwin grounded out to shortstop, Tyler Woodrow hit a single, Tyler Sabinovich walked, then Mitch Nordstrom singled in Tyler Woodrow, and then Alec Fantaski doubled in Tyler Sabinovich to give Waynesburg the 2-0 advantage in the top of the second inning. That 3-1 pitch fouled off by Buberl, and the count run full on Boo now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Still an open base at first base. Perhaps put Buberl on. But it's Nordstrom on third, Fantaski on second. 3-2 pitch on the way. Line drive right field over the head of the first baseman, Dayton, into right field for a hit. Nordstrom scores. Throw from the right fielder, lineman, is good enough to hold Alec Fantaski at third base. Waynesburg will get another run as Nordstrom scores. Advancing to third base is Alec Fantaski. And aboard with an RBI is Justin Buberl at first base. It is 3-0. Waynesburg University leads Grove City. That is a good piece of hitting by Buberl there. Didn't try to pull off that ball too much. The pitch was coming over the outside part of the plate. Buberl stayed on it nicely and just flared it out into right field. And that gives Waynesburg another run in this game. And now a mound visit coming out by head coach Matt Royer. Royer only 3 seasons with Grove City College. He was an interim coach in 2016 for the team until officially being hired. And his overall record with several universities, 497 and 383. So he is a winning coach.
And that was coming into the season. If you account for everything that has happened since, he's now 523 and 396. He's also a Hall of Famer at Kutztown University, winning a pair of Division II World Series and 4 Coach of the Year honors and 3 division titles.
Certainly been a positive influence on this Grove City team. 1-out pitch to John Prespolinski, hit into left center field. Nauer makes the catch. He'll throw it directly into second base. Scoring from third base is Alec Fantaski on the sacrifice fly by John Prespolinski, and Waynesburg University has extended the lead once again in this inning. It is 4-0 Waynesburg University over Grove City College. Justin Buberl on that play remains at first base as the throw went into second base. And standing in now with 2 outs is the 8th hitter of this inning for Waynesburg University. It's Tyler Reese, the number 3 hitter for Waynesburg. Buberl leading off first. That first pitch called a strike at the knees of Tyler Reese. It's no balls and 1 strike. 4 runs scored on 4 hits for Waynesburg University this inning. No ball, 1 strike pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball in the dirt. Tyler Reese swung over it and missed it. Count is now no balls and 2 strikes. John Binney already given up 4 runs in his start early in this game. It's the top of the second inning. Pitcher comes set at the letters. Righty on righty matchup. 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses in the dirt. Derek Boyle blocks it and corrals it before Buberl can decide to go anywhere. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Tyler Reese. Buberl over there at first base. Stolen 5 bases in 5 attempts. Breaking ball just misses over the outside part of the plate. Count is evened up 2 balls and 2 strikes on Tyler Reese. Reese entering the game today, 308 average with 3 home runs and 22 RBIs. Grounded into a fielder's choice his first time at bat. 2-2 pitch. Fastball lower inside part of the plate. Just misses. And Tyler Reese, 3 ball, 2 strike count now with 2 outs. Justin Buberl will be running on the pitch. Benny looks into his sign, now comes set at the letters. Buberl goes from first, pitch grounded foul toward the first base dugout of Grove City. The third base dugout, which Grove City occupies, and the count's still full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Drizzle starting to come down again as well here in Ross Memorial Park.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the inning. Tyler Reese at bat. Buberl on first. Buberl runs, 3-2 pitch, misses in the dirt. Ball 4, Derek Boyle blocks it, but it's going to be a walk anyway. Buberl only advances to second, and Tyler Reese aboard. And that is only the second walk by Benny in this game. It's mainly been tagged with hits to this point. Still the top of the second inning. 4 runs in for Waynesburg University on 4 hits. 2 walks this inning. 2-out pitch to Johnny Kutchman. Misses in the dirt. Good block by Boyle again behind the plate, and that's ball 1. Only 1 wild pitch thrown by Benny in this game so far. And I know I say so far, it's only the top of the second inning, but there have been a lot of pitches in the dirt that Derek Boyle has saved from runners advancing. 1 ball, no strike pitch. Fastball up and in. Johnny Kutchman ducks out of the way of the ball. It's 2-0 on Kutchman. Kutchman, the 9th hitter of the inning for Waynesburg University. It's Justin Buberl on second base. He singled, and it's Tyler Reese on first base. He just walked. Pickoff attempt to second base. Back safely is Justin Buberl as the shortstop. Abbott applied the tag. Well too late. Kutchman entering the game today, 337 average, no home runs, 19 RBIs. 2-0 pitch grounded through the right side. Pass to diving Dayton at first base for a base hit. They're sending home Buberl. The throw from lineman at right is in time, but Justin Buberl slid under the tag of Derek Boyle, the catcher, and the run comes in to score. Advancing to third on the play is Tyler Reese. And Johnny Kutchman aboard with an RBI single to extend Waynesburg's lead. It is 5-0 here in the top of the second inning.
And who saw this coming? I know certainly I didn't, especially considering Grove City's the second-place team in the conference, and Waynesburg is just simply taking it to them.
I certainly thought the game was going to be closer than this as of right now, and that's not to say that it won't be as the game progresses, but right now Waynesburg put up 5 and is batted around in the second. First pitch called a strike on Tyler Godwin, who grounded out to shortstop earlier this inning. No ball, 1 strike pitch, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Benny. Breaking ball just misses below the knees of Tyler Godwin. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Tyler Reese occupies third base, and over at first base is Johnny Kutchman, who just singled home the 5th run for Waynesburg University in the top of the second. It's 5-0 Waynesburg over Grove City. Pitch hit into right field. Crossing into foul territory is lineman, the right fielder, who makes the catch, and the inning comes to a close. So 10 men come to the plate for Waynesburg University. 5 of them score. It's 5 runs on 5 hits for Waynesburg University, 2 walks in the inning, and 2 runners left aboard. As we go to the bottom of the second inning, it's Waynesburg University 5, Grove City College 0. You're listening to greensports.net, presented by First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County.
Fast service and delivery. It's all there for you at McCracken Pharmacy. McCracken Pharmacy is your hometown pharmacy that has been serving the local community for nearly 50 years. Fast and friendly service with a personal touch. That's McCracken Pharmacy. And McCracken Pharmacy has always been a proud supporter of local high school athletics. McCracken Pharmacy on High Street in Waynesburg. Fast and friendly service plus delivery. Call 724-627-5454.
If you're looking for a college experience that helps you to grow in your faith and prepares you to lead, then come to Waynesburg University. Our Stover Center for Constitutional Studies and Moral Leadership is a unique program that awards scholarships to young men and women interested in becoming tomorrow's leaders. You can find out more about this program by visiting us at waynesburg.edu. Waynesburg University, a tradition of faith since 1849.
Back here, bottom of the second inning, Waynesburg University just put up 5 runs on Grove City and lead 5-0 heading into the bottom of the second inning. 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for Grove City College. Shane Hamill, Bobby Dulay, and Bobby Abbott. Mason Miller on the mound for Waynesburg. First pitch, called a strike over the high outside corner, and it's no balls and 1 strike on the cleanup hitter, Shane Hamill. 304 average, 2 home runs, and 29 RBIs was how Hamill finished the 2019 season. Takes the second pitch of the at-bat outside for a ball. Count evened up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Waynesburg University sent 10 runners to the plate in that top of the second inning and scored 5 of them. 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Pitch well in the dirt. That was a breaking ball by Mason Miller. But Shane Hamill swung over it as it hit the dirt, and the count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes in favor of Mason Miller. Miller had a scoreless top of the first inning, or bottom of the first inning, as that pitch gets away from John Presbolinski. Another breaking ball just got away from Mason Miller. Count is evened up 2 balls and 2 strikes. But Miller got 3 quick outs. Nobody reached base in the bottom of the first inning. John Binney, his mound opponent, cannot say the same thing. Let up runners in the first 2 innings that he pitched. And in that second inning, cost him 5 runs. 2-2 pitch on the way. That misses too high. Count run full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Shane Hamill. Hamill is second on the team in RBIs in the 2019 season behind Micah Burke. 3-2 pitch, fastball, that misses high and outside, and Mason Miller issues a walk and gives up his first base runner of this game, ball 4. So Mason Miller with the leadoff walk of Shane Hamill, and that'll bring up number 5 hitter, designated hitter, and right-handed hitter Bobby Dulay. Dulay in 66 at-bats had a .424 average with no home runs and 24 RBIs. First pitch from Mason Miller from the stretch. That's a fastball that misses outside. That's ball 1. So Mason Miller losing his command a little bit in this bottom of the second inning. Was throwing strikes thrown over the plate in that first inning. Now he's missing substantially low and high. The 1-0 pitch, that one right over the lower outside corner, and the count is evened up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Shane Hamill leading off first. He just walked to open up this bottom of the second inning, and Bobby Dulay at the plate facing Mason Miller. Miller coming set at the belt. 1-1 pitch will be coming, but pickoff attempt over to first base. Shane Hamill back easily. Bobby Dulay batting. 1-1 count. Nobody out yet in the bottom of the second. Mason Miller coming set at the belt. Kicks and pitches. That 1-1 pitch is fouled over by the Waynesburg University seats. And the count is now 1 ball, 2 strikes in favor of Mason Miller on the mound. Shane Hamill, the runner at first base, has stolen 10 bases in 13 attempts, and he leads the team by a large margin in stolen bases. Matt Nauer is second in stolen bases. He only has 6. 1-2 breaking ball. That misses high to Bobby Dulay, and the count is evened up now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out. Bottom of the second inning. Waynesburg University leads Grove City College 5-0. Mason Miller coming set at the belt. 2-2 pitch. Fastball line toward the right field side, and that will go foul. Count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is the President's Athletic Conference Tournament here in Washington, Pennsylvania. Ross Memorial Park, home of the Washington and Jefferson Presidents. Presidents won the PAC in 2019, and they play host to this PAC tournament. This is game 2 of the day. Number 1 seeded Washington and Jefferson beat the number 4 seeded Bethany in the first game today. And now Waynesburg and Grove City playing. Waynesburg, the number 3 seed. Grove City, the number 2 seed. 2-2 pitch will be coming, but first Mason Miller steps off the mound, sending Shane Hamill back to first base. Bobby Dulay at the plate, righty-on-righty matchup. 2-2 count on Bobby Dulay with Shane Hamill leading off first. Breaking ball, that misses in the dirt, but John Presbolinski, the catcher, blocks the ball, preventing Shane Hamill from going anywhere, and the count run full 3 balls and 2 strikes, and now Mason Miller showing signs of his own struggles in this second inning. 6'5" Miller comes set at the letters. 3-2 pitch on the way. Fastball swung out and missed. And Bobby Dulay strikes out swinging for the first out of this bottom of the second inning. And Mason Miller records his first strikeout. Mason Miller led the team in strikeouts, led all of the PAC in strikeouts this 2019 season with 92, and he picked up another one there. His first strikeout through the first 2 innings. 1 out in the inning, and that'll bring up number 6 hitter Bobby Abbott, the shortstop of Grove City College. That first pitch he swings at is hit toward right field, but that'll get foul, and that's the first strike of the at-bat. Bobby Abbott, .292 average, no home runs, and 22 RBIs. Talked about Grove City's good average. Grove City is a team batting .300, and Grove City is a team in runs batted in, has 234 runs batted in as a team. Second pitch called a strike. Breaking ball over the outside edge. Count is no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the inning. Bobby Abbott up, a righty-on-righty matchup. 6 batters in the starting lineup have a run batted in total of over 20 as that pitch misses in the dirt. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Bobby Abbott. Shane Hamill walked to lead off this inning, then Bobby Dulay struck out swinging. So Shane Hamill still on first base and 1 out in the inning. Mason Miller facing the shortstop Bobby Abbott, a 6'1" junior from Westfield, New Jersey. 1-2 pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball, called strike 3. That was looked like a slider there from Mason Miller that just froze Bobby Abbott. It started over the inside part of the plate, but eventually moved its way toward the middle, and Mason Miller picks up his second strikeout today and the second out of this bottom of the second inning. So after the walk to lead off the inning, 2 strikeouts for Mason Miller bring up the number 7 hitter, Colton Lineman. Lineman, a .276 average this season, this 2019 season, 21 RBIs as that pitch hits him right on the elbow, and he'll go down to first base. Mason Miller with his first hit batter of the game. So Shane Hamill walked to begin this inning. 2 strikeouts later, Colton Lineman gets hit with a pitch, putting Shane Hamill in scoring position at second base and Colton Lineman on first base. And with 2 outs, that'll bring up the catcher and number 8 hitter, Derek Boyle. Derek Boyle, the 5'11" senior from Stafford, Virginia, went to Brook Point High School. Grove City College in a position to respond to the 5-run inning Waynesburg University put up in the top of the second inning. Derek Boyle, first pitch, he takes it. It's a fastball over the outside edge. It's no balls and 1 strike. Scoreless first inning was followed by a 5-run top of the second by Waynesburg University. Now Grove City has 2 runners on in the bottom of the second inning, but with 2 outs. It's Shane Hamill on second base, Colton Lyman on first base, Derek Boyle at the plate. 0-1 pitch is a breaking ball that misses over the outside part of the plate, and the count is evened up 1 ball and 1 strike. Miller threw a couple good sliders in this inning, but for the most part, that slider has been toward the ground. Was losing control of it. He threw it well, throwing it over the inside part of the plate, but whenever he tries to throw it over the outside, he's snapping it off too hard and hitting it low and in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch coming, righty on righty matchup. Third pitch of the at-bat. There's a swing and a miss by Derek Boyle. That's the second strike of the at-bat. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the inning. Derek Boyle in 70 at-bats with Grove City this season. .343 average, 1 home run, and 11 RBIs. Miller steps off, now comes back on the mound, looks for a sign from John Presbolinski, the catcher of Waynesburg University. Now Mason Miller coming set at the belt. 1-2 pitch, here it comes. Fastball chopped in front of the plate. John Presbolinski will play it by the first base line. Presbolinski throws to Kutchman, and forced out at first base is Derek Boyle to end the inning. So it's no runs for Grove City on no hits in the inning. 1 walk, 1 hit batter. Leave 2 runners on base. To the third inning is where we're headed. It's Waynesburg University 5, Grove City College 0. You're listening to greensports.net, presented by First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County.
For fast, efficient trucking and logistics services, count on JD Enterprises in Waynesburg to meet your needs. Along with their construction division, Higgins Hauling, JD Enterprises offers unmatched trucking and construction services to the tri-state area. Rely on JD Enterprises for all types of oil field trucking, oversized loads, and hot shot delivery. If your needs are in construction, call on Higgins Hauling for construction and excavation, utility line services, and bulk freshwater hauling and tank rentals. JD Enterprises in Waynesburg, 724-852-4488.
This is Division III President's Athletic Conference playoffs time here at Ross Memorial Park, home of the Washington and Jefferson Presidents. Waynesburg University, the number 3 seed, is being hosted in this game by the Grove City College. Go to the top of the third inning. Waynesburg University leading 5-0 in this game. Waynesburg University just turned the offense on against John Binney in that top of the second inning, sending 10 batters to the plate, scoring 5 of them on 5 hits. The Waynesburg University coming up now, sending Tyler Woodrow to the plate. It's 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for Waynesburg University. Tyler Woodrow, Tyler Shabinovich, and Mitch Nordstrom due up this inning. Tyler Woodrow will come to the plate. Tyler Woodrow started that 5-run rally last inning when he hit a 1-out single and later scored. Tyler Woodrow entering today. His 2019 statistics, .298 average, 3 home runs, and 23 RBIs. Those 3 home runs are tied for the lead on the team in home runs. Line drive over the head of the shortstop, Abbott, into left field. And Tyler Woodrow on 1 pitch leads off this third inning with a single. And that is a good start for Waynesburg University, getting a leadoff hitter on, and standing up now, Tyler Shabinovich.
Well, that's what you want, too. The bottom of the lineup has produced exponentially here in this Game B of the President's Athletic Conference playoffs. Woodrow now 2 for 2. Alongside the bottom 3 hitters, Serbinovich walked, Nordstrom and Fantaski both reached base and later scored.
Swing and a miss by Tyler Shabinovich. That's strike 1 in this at bat. Tyler Woodrow leading off first base. John Binney still on the mound. This is a righty-on-righty matchup. Alec Fantaski is somebody, he's not your typical number 9 hitter. He's not somebody who's playing small ball. He's not somebody who's up there and you're expecting an out. He's batting .322 this year with 11 home runs. 0-1 pitch is bunted toward the first base side. Binney will pick it up from the mound. He'll throw over to the first baseman, Dayton. So forced out at first base is Tyler Shabinovich after a sacrifice bunt. Advancing to second on that play is Tyler Woodrow. He's in scoring position with 1 out in this inning now. And Mitch Nordstrom will come to the plate. He's 1 for 1. Left-handed hitter stands in. Nordstrom struggled offensively this season, .250 average and only 14 RBIs in the games he played this 2019 season, but had a big hit in his first at-bat. Had an RBI single back in the second inning.
That's 2.
That pitch fouled off. Ball came back toward the screen, and luckily this net protected me, but I flinched because the ball was coming right at us up here in the booth.
You nearly jumped out of your seat. You're about to go hide behind the desk behind us.
No ball, 1-strike pitch coming now to Mitch Nordstrom with Woodrow leading off second base. That pitch just misses off the outside edge. Count is evened up 1 ball and 1 strike.
I will say, at least we got the netting in front of us, or else I might have to take over for that.
Yeah. Yep.
But
nets and fences, very important. Vinny comes set at the letters. 1-1 pitch on the way from the stretch. That ball blocked in the dirt. Derek Boyle, good block there behind the plate. Count is now in favor of Mitch Nordstrom. 2 balls and 1 strike.
And Nordstrom hasn't put up the same numbers he has the past couple of seasons. Only batting .250 coming into today's game, but he's already produced with a single, an RBI, and later scored.
2 ball, 1 strike pitch. That also hits the ground before crossing the plate. Count is 3 balls and 1 strike. And Alec Fantasky is on deck for Waynesburg University. John Binney looks into a sign from Derek Boyle. Now comes set at the letters. 3-1 pitch on the way. Line drive toward left center field on the run. The center fielder, Hamill, will make the catch in the left center field gap. Tyler Woodrow, not tagging, will retreat back to second base. And with 2 outs, that'll bring up number 9 hitter for Waynesburg University, Alec Fantasky. Fantasky doubled home run in his first at-bat last inning.
And you mentioned, Nick, that Fantasky, not your typical 9-hitter. He's 4th on the team in batting average at .322. It has been one of the offensive surprises for this Yellow Jacket baseball squad.
First pitch called a strike over the outside edge, 0-1. He's been in a battle with Vinny Monaco, who's a junior on this team. Alec Fantasky won the shortstop job. He was injured a lot of the 2018 season, but has come back and has excelled with Waynesburg University at the shortstop position. That pitch misses low below the knees of Fantasky. Count is evened up. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs in the inning. Tyler Woodrow singled to begin this inning, was sacrificed over to second base after a Tyler Sabinovich bunt. Mitch Nordstrom just flew out to center. That's how Alec Fantasky's batting with 2 outs in the inning. Pickoff attempt over to second base. Tagged by Abbott. The shortstop is too late, and getting back to second base is Woodrow.
Second time now that they've tried to throw back to second base, and both times it's been Woodrow occupying that second base bag.
1-1 pitch, that misses low. Count is now 2 balls and 1 strike on the senior shortstop, Alec Fantasky. Tyler Woodrow, 4 stolen bases in 5 attempts this season. 2 ball, 1 strike pitch on its way. Righty on righty matchup. Fastball hit in the air, right side of the infield. In foul territory, running over is Matt Dayton, and he will run out of room. He lunged at the ball, thought it was going to go over into that Waynesburg dugout, but he just missed it as it bounced right by the cement toward the net. Waynesburg University's dugout count is evened up now, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Alec Fantasky. To this point, Waynesburg University 5 runs on 7 hits. Grove City College, no runs on no hits. 2-2 pitch coming. Swing, line drive towards center field, softly hit. That's going to hop in front of Hamill for a base hit. Rounding third and scoring is Tyler Woodrow, and Alec Fantasky picks up his second RBI today. It is 6-0. Waynesburg University leads Grove City College here in the top of the 3rd inning. Well, talking about Waynesburg University's offense, entering today, Waynesburg had a .289 average, and as a team had 205 RBIs. Not as good as Grove City's offense, but at the same time still putting up good numbers, and has certainly taken advantage of Grove City in this game. This is something I certainly didn't expect.
Yeah, and that's it for Binney. He only goes 2 1/3, didn't strike out anybody, had 2 walks, gave up 8 hits and 6 runs, all of which were earned. The book is still open since he is responsible for Serbinovich or for Fantasky, who had that last RBI single, which scored Tyler Woodrow. But we'll wait and see who the pitching change is.
We'll step back here from greensports.net. You're listening to greensports.net, presented by First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. We'll be right back.
This is Dave Coder, candidate for Greene County Commissioner. My family has long supported Greene County high school sports, from the days when my father-in-law coached the Carmichael's Mikes to my days as a player for the Mapletown Maples. and to watching my daughter cheer for the Waynesburg Raiders. Thanks to everyone that supports our student athletes, and a special thanks to Green Sports for bringing live scholastic sports into our homes. Good luck to all of our teams this season.
Paid for by Dave Coder Campaign Committee.
The Greene County Messenger is the county's #1 news source. Since 1990, the award-winning news publication has provided the most comprehensive coverage of local news and sports, as well as unique feature stories and in-depth information about the people, places, and events throughout the community. Remember, the Messenger hits newsstands every Friday and also makes a wonderful gift for friends and relatives. Different, affordable subscription packages are available. Call 724-852-2251 for details. The Greene County Messenger, providing news, information, and services to enable our communities to prosper.
This is President's Athletic Conference Playoffs on greensports.net. Back here in the top of the third inning, Waynesburg University leads Grove City College 6-0. Waynesburg University, the lower seed in this game, but right now pouring it on Grove City early in this game. John Binney, the starting pitcher for Grove City College, only went 2 1/3 innings. Gave up 6 runs on 8 hits, walked 2, and just did not have his stuff today. Jacob Brothers relieves him. The 6'1" left-hander on the mound for Grove City in his sophomore season from the state of Illinois will face the leadoff hitting Justin Buberl with 2 outs, top of the third inning. Runner on first base in the form of Alec Fantaski leads off. First pitch fastball, that misses low. That's ball 1.
Brothers throwing a 6.97 ERA, is 1-0 in 10 1/3 innings pitched. Has given up 12 runs, 8 of which were earned, but has walked more than double the amount of strikeouts he's had.
Line drive toward right center field. Running after it is Hamill, who will make the catch on the run in the right center field gap. So Justin Buberl is out to end the third inning. Waynesburg University gets 1 run on 2 hits in the inning and leaves 1 runner on base. Bottom of the third is where we're headed. Waynesburg University 6, Grove City College 0. You're listening to greensports.net, presented by First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County.
At Direct Results, our company motto is, yes, we can do it. When we align our team with your business to serve your marketing, promotional, and branding needs, we strive to give you everything you could ever want. Screen printing and embroidery, we can do it. Promotional products from pins and keychains to new and innovative ideas that will wow your customers, we can do it. All types of signs, banners, and decals, including vehicle wraps, we can do it. Printing, from business cards to catalogs and calendars, we can do it. Visit directresults.us to take a virtual tour of our facility, meet our team, and experience Direct Results.
This is Division III President's Athletic Conference Baseball on greensports.net. This is the playoffs we're covering right now. Waynesburg University leading Grove City in this baseball game by a score of 6-0 as the bottom of the third is about to kick off. Waynesburg University scored 5 runs in inning number 2 and then a run on an Alec Fantaski RBI single in the top of the third inning. Waynesburg University just got all over John Binney, the starting pitcher of Grove City, who only went 2 1/3 innings, gave up 6 runs on 8 hits, walked 2, just didn't have his stuff. And Mason Miller will start the bottom of the third inning for the Waynesburg University Yellow Jackets, facing the 9-1-2 hitters. Begin this inning for Grove City. It'll be Matt Nauer, the number 9 hitter, then back to the top of the order where Jesse Clary and Matt Dayton will bat. Righty on righty matchup. Mason Miller is on the mound, gets into the windup. First pitch from him on the way. Fastball just misses low, ball 1. Jesse Clary popped out to second base in his first at bat. Matt Nauer. This is his first at bat. Pardon me. Matt Nauer takes a strike over the lower inside corner. It's 0-1. Matt Nauer hasn't had a lot of at-bats in the 2019 season. Only 7 hits and 18 at-bats and 2 RBIs, no home runs. 1-1 pitch to Nauer from Miller is lined toward left center field, and that ball is going to fall. Nauer rounds first. Picking it up is Mitch Nordstrom. As Nauer rounds first base, but holds there. Nordstrom throws it into the cutoff man shortstop, Alec Fantaski, and aboard with a leadoff single is Matt Nauer.
And if you would tell me that it was Matt Nauer getting the first hit of the day for Grove City, considering that he's only had 7 hits coming into today with 2 RBIs, well, and he's in his 6th game starting, I would not have believed you. That's just how effective Mason Miller has been on the mound.
Leadoff hitter Jesse Clary comes to the plate. He popped out in his first at bat. Ground ball to third base. Reese throws over to Buberl for 1. Back to first. And Kutchman completes the force out of Jesse Clary, and Jesse Clary grounds into the 5-4-3 double play, and that kills the leadoff runner for Grove City College and puts 2 outs on the board for Waynesburg University.
So much for that. But again, it's Miller going with more of a pitch-to-contact sort of approach, and it's worked off. It's worked up to this point.
Standing in now, Matt Dayton, the left-handed hitter. 2 outs in the inning. Mason Miller throws a first pitch strike over the outside edge to Matt Dayton. It's no balls and 1 strike. Matt Dayton in the 2019 regular season, .259 average, 1 home run, 23 RBIs. In his first at-bat in the first inning, grounded out to first base. Second pitch of the at-bat misses outside. Count evened up 1 ball and 1 strike. Matt Dayton, a junior. He's 6'1", from Allison Park, Pennsylvania. Went to Hampton High School. And that ball gets too far inside. Hits Matt Dayton right on the leg, and he'll go down to first base. And Mason Miller has hit 2 batters in this game.
Yeah, but Dayton's been used to getting hit by pitches. He was hit 3 times in the 17-7 win over Waynesburg and walked 3 more times in the 6-1 victory in Waynesburg. Dayton leads the conference in hit by pitch, now being hit by 15 pitches.
Well, that sounds painful. 6-0 Waynesburg University leads against Grove City College. Runner on first base in the form of Matt Dayton, and at the plate is Micah Burke. First pitch to Burke from Miller is a fastball called a strike right over the middle of the plate. Count is no balls and 1 strike. Micah Burke in the 2019 season, .380 average, 1 home run and 31 RBIs. Leads his team in average and RBIs. No ball, 1 strike pitch, here it comes. Fastball over the lower outside corner, and the count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on the number 3 hitter for Grove City. Righty on righty matchup. Mason Miller throwing from the stretch. Gets his sign from John Presbolinski, the catcher. Looks to first. Now comes set at the belt. No ball, 2 strike pitch coming. Slider swung on and missed. Ball hit the dirt. John Presbolinski completes the strikeout by tagging Micah Burke out, and that will end the bottom of the 3rd. So for Grove City, it's no runs on 1 hit in the inning and 1 runner left on base. Going to the 4th inning, it's Waynesburg University 6, Grove City College 0. You're listening to greensports.net, presented by First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County.
First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County is the place to go for all of your banking needs. When it's time to buy your first home or to upgrade to a larger one, go to First Federal Savings and Loan for all of your mortgage and refinancing. Checking or savings accounts? Absolutely. And the friendly folks at First Federal Savings and Loan will gently guide you through the process of getting started. First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Quality customer care you can bank on. NMLS number 458729, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. Call 724-627-6116.
President's Athletic Conference playoffs continue here on greensports.net. Going to the 4th inning, it's Waynesburg University 6, Grove City College 0. This is a double elimination tournament. First game of the day was between the number 1 seeded Washington and Jefferson Presidents and the number 4 seeded Bethany College Bison. That game was won by Washington and Jefferson 12-0, so Washington and Jefferson advances in the winner's bracket, and Bethany College goes to the loser's bracket. The winner of this game will play Washington and Jefferson tomorrow, and the loser of this game will play Bethany tomorrow.
Yeah, and if Waynesburg wins, we'll have the call either way, but if Waynesburg plays W&J, we'll be on the air at 11:45 a.m. with a 12 o'clock start time. For the second game, if Waynesburg loses and squanders this 6-0 lead over Grove City, then we'll have the coverage for you beginning at 2:45 with a 3 o'clock start time.
John Presbolinski swings at the first pitch, hits it to third base, where Micah Burke will make the catch, and that is a 1 pitch out of John Presbolinski. 2, 3, 4 hitters up in the inning, and the number 2 hitter just popped out to third base. That'll bring up the number 3 hitter for Waynesburg University and third baseman Tyler Reese.
And also, whoever Washington and Jefferson plays tomorrow morning, they're going to have their head on a swivel. W&J smashed 3 home runs in the first game against Bethany, and that's been the MO for W&J for quite some time.
First pitch misses outside to Tyler Reese. That's ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. On the mound is Jacob Brothers, who came in relief of John Benny last inning after Benny could not finish the third inning. Second pitch to the at-bat misses outside, 2-0 to Tyler Reese. Finney went 2 1/3 innings, gave up 6 runs on 8 hits. 2-ball, no-strike pitch coming to Reese, misses outside. That's ball 3. Waynesburg facing the left-hander, Jacob Brothers. It's Tyler Reese standing in as the right-handed hitter. 3-ball, no-strike pitch. Brothers coming set at the letters. 3-0 pitch, misses high, ball 4. Tyler Reese walks, and Brothers issues his first base runner of his outing. That'll bring up Johnny Kutchman, first baseman for Waynesburg University, also pitches. And I have no doubt in my mind we'll see him at least once before Waynesburg University is done in this tournament. That pitch called a strike. And that's not to say elimination necessarily, but he will pitch at some point in this tournament for Waynesburg University.
Certainly, and I've talked to some of the players, and there is a real possibility, depending on how this game goes and how they're feeling with Mason Miller's as pitches outside for a ball. We could see Mason Miller in the third game, assuming Waynesburg wins today against Grove City. I would assume that against W&J, if Waynesburg were to play them, it would be Ty Wickline or Johnny Kutchman taking the bump.
Ground ball toward the middle, played by the pitcher Brothers. He flips to short for 1, over to first, and that is a double play. So Johnny Kutchman grounds into a 1-6-3 double play, which ends the inning for Waynesburg University's offense. So it's no runs for Waynesburg University on no hits in the inning. There was 1 walk in the inning, and nobody left on base. Going to the bottom of the 4th inning, it's Waynesburg University 6, Grove City College 0. You're listening to greensports.net, presented by First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County.
Community Bank makes it easy to apply online for a mortgage or a free pre-qualification. Go online, choose from a variety of terms and low rates for qualified borrowers. See Community Bank for one-time closing construction loans. Community Bank is your local bank with branches in southwestern Pennsylvania for over 110 years. They're here to serve their customers. Go online today. See how easy it is. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Online, communitybank.tv.
Mason Miller steps back on the mound for Waynesburg University, entering his 4th inning pitching in this game. Waynesburg University leading Grove City College 6-0. This is the postseason in the President's Athletic Conference. Waynesburg University, the number 3 seed, playing the number 2 seeded Grove City College. Mason Miller, again, entering his 4th inning. It's very possible he will go the entire game as long as he continues to pitch effectively. He's only given up 4 base runners to this point and only given up 1 hit to Grove City. In the regular season, he has thrown 6 complete games, so he's used to this work, and a handful of those complete games were through 9 innings. And throughout the entire playoffs, 9-inning games will constitute a complete game.
Well, keep in mind, too, that Miller is accustomed to pitching in the first half of doubleheaders, which are normally 7 innings. We've seen that quite a bit throughout the meat of the season, as this pitch is fouled back, but we'll see how Miller holds up. I would assume he'd be fine, but again, you never want to question a pitcher's stamina going into the later innings.
4, 5, 6 hitters do it for Grove City College. Shane Hamill to lead off this inning as the number 4 hitter for Grove City. Takes that pitch outside, count evened up, 1 ball and 1 strike. Shane Hamill, .304 average with 2 home runs and 29 RBIs in the 2019 season. In this game, he does not have an official at-bat. He walked in the 2nd inning in his first at-bat. That pitch fouled off toward the right side of the infield. Count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes in favor of Mason Miller on the mound. Mason Miller to this point has given up no runs on 1 hit, 1 walk in the inning, 2 hit batters, and 2 strikeouts. 1-2 pitch, here it comes to Hamill. Slider, that misses just off the outside part of the plate. Counts evened up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Righty on righty matchup. Mason Miller looking in for his sign. Now into the windup. Step to the left, pivot with the right, now kick with the left, 2-2 pitch. Fastball hit towards center field. Running after it is Mitch Nordstrom, who was shaded toward right center field, and he will make the catch after stepping about 2 steps back. Fly out to center field begins the inning for Grove City's offense.
And speaking of offense, Grove City, one of the top teams in terms of runs scored, and one of the teams that put up double-digit runs against Waynesburg. There hasn't been any of it. There's only been one hit for the Wolverines, which is something particularly unusual for anyone following PAC baseball.
Righty-on-righty matchup. First pitch to Bobby Dulay is called a strike over the outside edge. That's no balls and one strike. Bobby Dulay, the designated hitter of today's game. In 66 at-bats, had a .424 average with 24 RBIs in the 2019 regular season. Breaking ball just misses over the outside edge from Mason Miller. Count is evened up 1 ball and 1 strike. Bottom of the 4th inning, Waynesburg University leads Grove City College 6-0. Another pitch, that misses low. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike now in favor of Bobby Dulay at the plate. Mason Miller absolutely shutting down Grove City through the first third of this game as that pitch misses outside. Count is 3 balls and 1 strike. Throwing with a lot of velocity. Slider has been less than effective so far, but when he throws it for strikes, it has been effective. That fastball misses outside to Bobby Dulay, and Mason Miller issues his second walk of the game on ball 4 to Bobby Dulay, and that'll bring up Bobby Abbott, the shortstop of Grove City College. So this is game 2 of 2 games that have been played today. Bethany and Washington and Jefferson played in game 1. It was the number 1 seeded W&J against the number 4 seeded Bethany College. Bethany lost to Washington and Jefferson, so Bethany moves to the losers bracket, and Washington and Jefferson moves to the winners bracket. First pitch to Bobby Abbott misses outside. That's ball 1. So 3 games will be played tomorrow. It'll be the 2 winners of today and the 2 losers of today, and then the 3rd game will be played against the 2 teams who haven't lost 2 games yet. 1 ball, no strike pitch coming with 1 out. Line drive to Johnny Kutchman, who makes the catch. That records the out of Bobby Abbott, and then Bobby Dulay at first base was caught too far off the base. Johnny Kutchman steps on the first base bag before Dulay can get back, and that is a double play to end the bottom of the 4th inning. So for Grove City, it's no runs on no hits in the inning. 1 walk in the inning, but nobody left on base. Going to the 5th inning, it's Waynesburg University 6, Grove City College 0. You're listening to greensports.net, presented by First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County.
Fast service and delivery. It's all there for you at McCracken Pharmacy. McCracken Pharmacy is your hometown pharmacy that has been serving the local community for nearly 50 years. Fast and friendly service with a personal touch. That's McCracken Pharmacy. And McCracken Pharmacy has always been a proud supporter of local high school athletics. McCracken Pharmacy on High Street in Waynesburg. Fast and friendly service plus delivery. Call 724-627-5454.
President's Athletic Conference postseason in Division III of the NCAA happening right now between Grove City College and Waynesburg University. Waynesburg University leading Grove City in this baseball game by a score of 6-0. It was a scoreless first inning for both teams, but in the second inning, Waynesburg University sent 10 batters to the plate and scored 5 of them. It was just an all-around offensive effort that put 5 runs on the board and gave Waynesburg University a commanding lead early. Waynesburg scored 1 other run in the 3rd inning, and that's where Waynesburg stands right now. It was a scoreless 4th inning for both teams. Grove City only has 1 hit to this point in the game. Waynesburg University has 6 runs on 8 hits. It'll be 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for Waynesburg University. Tyler Godwin, Tyler Woodrow, and Tyler Serbinovich. Ground ball by Tyler Godwin toward the shortstop for Grove City. Abbott, he throws over to Dayton at first base, and Tyler Godwin is grounded out on the first pitch of his at-bat to make it 1 out.
Also looking at the radar now, there's some ominous clouds in the left field area, the scoreboard side of the stadium. And looking on the radar, there is a big wave of yellow heading our way, so hopefully we can get in. We can get through these middle innings pretty quickly and get by without a drop of rain.
Lefty on lefty matchup. First pitch to Tyler Woodrow's hit up the middle. Diving attempt by Jesse Clary, the second baseman, but that'll get into center field. Hamill will throw it into second base. And Tyler Woodrow has his 3rd hit of the day. 3 singles for him, and he's aboard with 1 out in the 5th inning.
We talked about how Woodrow was kind of on the downward side considering where he started at the beginning of the year. Well, to begin the playoffs, certainly a pretty good way to start, going 3 for 3, all singles and scoring twice and looking to make it a 3rd time. to extend this Waynesburg lead.
It's expected that someone's going to slow down. Obviously, 500 is an unrealistic average to maintain throughout a season. Baseball is a game of offensive failures, so there's nothing to really harp on about him. He's still batted .298 in the season, and that's certainly true, but has started off this game and this postseason in a successful way. That first pitch misses outside to the right-handed hitting Tyler Strabinovich. Jacob Brothers pitching for Grove City College, the left-handed throwing 6'1" sophomore on the mound. Replaced John Binney, the starter of Grove City. Woodrow leading off first, kick and pitch to Tyler Strabinovich, misses inside, 2 balls, no strikes on Strabinovich. But Binney did not have his stuff, 6 runs on 8 hits, walked 2 batters, didn't strike out anybody. Waynesburg University took advantage of his off day by scoring 6 runs. 2 balls, no strikes to Tyler Strabinovich, left-handed pitcher facing the right-handed hitter. 2-0 pitch is hit softly toward right center field. That is going to fall in front of the right fielder and getting away from him, getting away from Lineman. Lineman now throwing it into the cutoff man who misses it, and now Tyler Strabinovich running to second, and Strabinovich will get into second base standing. So Tyler Strabinovich gets a single, and advancing to third on the play is Tyler Woodrow on the error by the right fielder for Grove City College, Colton Lineman. And advancing to second on the play, again, another error given to Colton Lineman, the right fielder. So an extra base taken by the error by the right fielder of Grove City.
It's the bottom of the lineup that has been giving Grove City nightmares to this point. Out of the first few at-bats, only 3 times Waynesburg has not recorded a base hit.
And Mitch Nordstrom's hit with the first pitch of his at-bat, and he will go down to first base. That'll load the bases now for Waynesburg University. Another golden opportunity to score.
We'll make that 4 now. But the only times the bottom of the lineup hasn't reached base to this point, Strabinovich in the second inning walked. Strabinovich in the third inning sacrifice. Nordstrom in the third inning with an F8, and Nordstrom getting hit by a pitch. Everybody else has gotten a hit to this point.
First pitch from Brothers to Alec Fantaski, misses outside. That's ball 1. Left-handed pitcher facing the right-handed hitter. It's Tyler Woodrow aboard at third base. Tyler Strabinovich on at second. Mitch Nordstrom on first base. Alec Fantaski at the plate. Fantaski already has 2 RBIs today, looking for some more. Ground ball softly at the first base. Dayton throws home, and that is going to be an out. Tyler Woodrow forced out at the plate after that ground out to first base. Advancing to third, Tyler Strabinovich. Advancing to second is Nordstrom, and reaching first base on the fielder's choice is Alec Fantaski.
And there was really no other way that Grove City could have went. Trying to stop the bleeding to the 6-0 deficit it currently sits at right now. So going to home, and getting the force on Woodrow, easy throw, easy position for the first baseman, Dayton.
So with 2 outs, right-handed hitter Justin Buberl will stand to the plate. Buberl 1 for 3 in the game today. Pickoff attempt over to second base. That gets by the shortstop, Abbott, for Grove City. Advancing after that ball gets into center field. Advancing from third to home is Tyler Strabinovich. Advancing from second base to third base is Mitch Nordstrom. And advancing from first base to second base is Alec Fantaski. So now 2 runners are in scoring position for Waynesburg University, who now lead Grove City by a score of 7-0. And this game is continuing to get out of hand. That's going to go down as an error by the pitcher. Jacob Brothers threw that ball into center field. That pitch misses outside to Justin Buberl. First pitch of his at-bat is a ball, so it's 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs in the inning.
And the shortstop, Abbott, couldn't get a clean grab on the ball at second base. It trickled off of his ankle and into center field.
1 ball, no strike pitch is a breaking ball, called a strike over the outside edge. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Buberl been a producer for this Waynesburg University team. 2019 season stats, .348 average, which leads Waynesburg, 2 home runs and 24 RBIs. Batted third for a lot of this season, but now has switched with Tyler Reese to bat third. That pitch fouled off. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Buberl. But Buberl used to bat third. Reese used to bat leadoff. Those 2 got switched. Now it's Buberl in the leadoff spot and Tyler Reese batting third for Waynesburg University. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jacob Brothers coming set at the letters. That pitch misses in the dirt. Good block by the catcher, Derek Boyle, and the count is back even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. To this point in the game, Waynesburg scoreline 7 runs on 10 hits, no errors. Grove City College, no runs on 1 hit, 3 errors. 2-ball, 2-strike pitch coming. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Justin Buberl strikes out to end the top of the 5th inning. But for Waynesburg University, 1 run in the inning. 1 run in the inning on 2 hits. 2 errors in the inning, and 2 runners left on base. Going to the bottom of the 5th inning, it's Waynesburg University 7, Grove City College 0. You're listening to greensports.net, presented by First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County.
If you're looking for a college experience that helps you to grow in your faith and prepares you to lead, then come to Waynesburg University. Our Stover Center for Constitutional Studies and Moral Leadership is a unique program that awards scholarships to young men and women interested in becoming tomorrow's leaders. You can find out more about this program by visiting us at waynesburg.edu. Waynesburg University, a tradition of faith since 1849.
Back to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's President's Athletic Conference postseason here on greensports.net. Waynesburg University leading Grove City College by a score of 7-0. Waynesburg University, the lower seed in this game, but dominating Grove City College right now. Mason Miller has fixed whatever problems he had against Grove City the last time he pitched against them. Is back on April 24th. Waynesburg University lost to Grove City, and Mason Miller was on the mound. Got hit with his second loss of the season in 10 starts that he had with Waynesburg University, but has certainly found an answer to the Grove City offense, and Waynesburg University offense has had no problem figuring out John Benny, who pitched for Grove City, who started this game. Pitched 2 1/3 innings, gave up 6 runs on 8 hits, and Waynesburg University has since scored a run off of Jacob Brothers to extend the lead to 7-0 now. First pitch fastball misses outside to the number 7 hitter for Grove City College, Colton Lineman. It's 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for Grove City College. Colton Lineman, Derek Boyle, and then Matt Nauer. Righty on righty matchup. 1-ball, no-strike pitch coming from Miller to Lineman. Second pitch misses inside. It's 2 balls and no strikes. And Mason Miller not afraid to work inside today, proven by the fact that he's hit 2 batters in this game through 4 innings. 2-ball, no-strike pitch coming. Here it is. Another fastball that misses low. Count is 3 balls and no strikes now on the number 7 hitting right fielder for Grove City College, Colton Lineman. 3-ball, no-strike pitch coming. Miller into the windup, kicks his left leg and pitches. There's another fastball, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Colton Lineman to begin this bottom of the 5th inning. Mason Miller issues his 3rd walk in his outing so far. And I'll bring up number 8 hitting catcher, Derek Boyle. Boyle 0 for 1 in the game today. Hit a tapper in front of home plate where John Presbolinski threw him out. John Presbolinski, the catcher. It's a righty-on-righty matchup. Mason Miller coming set at the letters. First pitch. That misses outside. That's ball 1. And time called now. John Presbolinski after Mason Miller threw that ball. John Presbolinski going to go out to the mound and talk with Mason Miller.
Mason Miller's had a little bit of an issue with his command in the past couple of starts. Against Teal, he threw 7 straight balls and walked a couple in the 2nd inning against the Tomcats. But luckily, it was Waynesburg got just enough run support to avoid any damage there. But Miller, at this point, just has to calm down and realize that he's got all the support he needs. And if he's not careful, Grove City can very easily climb back.
1-ball, no-strike pitch coming from Mason Miller to Derek Boyle with Colton Lineman on first base. Another pitch, that misses low, counts 2 balls and no strikes. Waynesburg University has had more at-bats against Grove City as well compared to Grove City against Waynesburg. 2-0 pitch coming, that misses low, counts 3-0. But the most at-bats Waynesburg University batter has had is 4 this game. Grove City still working on its 2nd round. So Mason Miller has dominated to this point, of course, in many different ways and many statistics we can put out there, but struggling in this inning now. 2nd walk of the inning, 4th of the game. That advances Colton Lineman to second base, and Derek Boyle reaches first base, sending up the number 9 hitter for Grove City College, and it's going to be a pinch hitter. Grove City College will send Travis off to the plate. The 5'11" senior left-handed hitter will come in facing the righty Mason Miller. So Matt Nauer his day is over. Travis Oth will come in now. Runner on second and Colton Lyman and Derek Boyle at first base. Grove City yet to score. Waynesburg University leading 7-0 in the bottom of the fifth inning. No outs yet in the inning. First pitch to Travis Oth from Mason Miller. That pitch misses inside, ball one, and Mason Miller has now thrown 9 straight balls to begin the bottom of the fifth inning.
Similar to what we saw against Teal, like I said. This time he's throwing 9 straight balls, whereas the last time he threw 7 straight.
Mason Miller, right-handed pitcher facing the left-handed hitter, and Travis Oth, 1-0 pitch. That misses low. 10 straight balls by Mason Miller now, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. So you really don't want to load the bases in this situation, because if the bases get cleared, that makes it a 4-run deficit and a much more capable comeback for Grove City than a 7-run deficit. 2-ball, no-strike pitch. That's called a strike over the outside edge, and Mason Miller back on the strike board. It's 2 balls and 1 strike.
And no one's warming up for Waynesburg either, so Humiston's clearly putting his trust and confidence in Miller as he tries to get out of this jam that he's put himself in.
Nothing unconventional by the coaching staff. They won't throw anybody in the bullpen until Miller has gotten into real big trouble, but he is certainly a trustworthy pitcher. That pitch misses just off the outside edge of the plate, and the count is still well in favor of Travis Oth, the pinch hitter for Matt Nauer. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Travis Oth batting in the number 9 spot of Grove City's lineup. 3-ball, 1 strike pitch. Mason Miller comes set. Here it is. That's low, ball 4, and Mason Miller has issued his 3rd walk of the inning, his 5th walk in the entire game.
And now they got someone warming up as Perry Cunningham needs to talk things over with Miller.
It's Colt Nuzzle warming up in the bullpen for Waynesburg University. Time called as Perry Cunningham comes out to the mound to talk with Mason Miller. Perry Cunningham has coached the pitchers for Waynesburg University for a little while. He pitched in the Frontier League for a few teams from 2003 to 2007. And, I mean, he's a professional guy who's teaching these Waynesburg pitchers how to throw. He has a similar stature to Mason Miller in that he's tall and he's a little
lanky.
Thinner. Yeah, he's lanky, if you want to say that. Mason Miller, 3 walks in this inning. Again, 5 walks altogether. So, I mean, the maturity of his walks have come this inning, and it's been a problem for him now as Colton Lyman will move to third. Derek Boyle's on second base. Reaching first is the pinch hitter Travis Oth, who's on first base. And now Grove City has the top of the order coming up in Jesse Clary. He'll lead off, or he's the leadoff hitter, but he'll bat with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th inning with nobody out. Waynesburg University leading Grove City College 7-0. But trouble is brewed for Mason Miller after walking 3 batters. Bases are loaded. Nobody out. Righty-on-righty matchup. Mason Miller looking into his sign from John Presbolinski now comes set at the letters. First pitch to Jesse Clary. That's a strike right over the middle of the plate. No balls and 1 strike. Colton Nuzzle continues to warm up for Waynesburg University in the bullpen. The only reason he would come in is if Mason Miller exceeds some kind of pitch limit or Mason Miller gets into catastrophic trouble. But Mason Miller still maintaining the shutout. No ball, 1 strike pitch coming. That is fouled off behind the plate. Count is no balls and 2 strikes, and Mason Miller, for the first time this inning, has gotten ahead of a batter in a count. No balls, 2 strikes. Righty-on-righty matchup. Colton Lyman on third. Derek Boyle on second. Travis Oth, who pinch hit for Matt Nauers, on first base. Mason Miller comes set at the letters. 0-2 pitch to Jesse Clary. Breaking ball. Check swing. The appeal to first base. No go on the swing, so that'll be a ball. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes on Jesse Clary. Clary in the 2019 season, a .310 average with no home runs and 18 RBIs. In the game today, popped out to second base in his first at-bat and grounded into a double play in his second at-bat. 1-2 pitch misses high. Count back even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, nobody out in the inning, and Grove City College an opportunity to score some runs and make the deficit a little bit more reasonable. 2 ball, 2 strike pitch. Mason Miller coming set at the belt. Here it is, 2-2. Breaking ball just misses off the inside edge. Count run full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So this is becoming an issue now. This is a pivotal pitch in this game. Bases loaded, 3-2 count, nobody out. Jesse Clary, the leadoff hitter at the plate, and the heart of the order coming up for Grove City College. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Mason Miller's 3-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Jesse Clary swung at a high fastball. The bait pitch there by Mason Miller. He gets the strikeout of Jesse Clary, his 3rd strikeout today, and a big first out for Waynesburg University.
Might be the biggest out that Miller's recorded this season. Keeping the shutout intact, at least for now, and possibly giving the Waynesburg defense the confidence it needs to get out of this jam. All it needs now is a double play to get out of this bases-loaded situation.
Matt Dayton takes the first pitch high for ball 1. Not only does it preserve the shutout to this point, but at least there's an out on the board.
Yes.
And as simple as this may sound, outs are important, especially with the bases loaded and a powerful part of this Grove City College lineup coming up. It's 2-3-4 coming up right now for Grove City College. Matt Dayton, the 2-hitter, then Micah Burke, 31 RBIs coming up next, and then Shane Hamill with 29 RBIs and a 304 average. At bat after Burke. Second pitch of the at-bat misses outside. That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out in the inning. Colton Lineman walked to begin the inning. He's on third base. Derek Boyle, the same fate. He walked, advanced to second on the walk to Travis Oth, the pinch hitter. Travis Oth on first base. Jesse Clary just struck out swinging to record the first out of the inning, but Matt Dayton up now. That pitch called a strike of the knees. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike now on the left-handed hitting Matt Dayton against the right-handed pitcher Mason Miller. It's 7-0 Waynesburg University, the number 3 seed, facing the number 2 seeded Grove City College. And 7-0 Waynesburg University leads this game. 2 ball, 1 strike pitch coming to Dayton. That's a fastball, misses high, and a hitter's count for Matt Dayton now. 3 balls, 1 strike, and one of the most dangerous hitters in the President's Athletic Conference coming up next in the form of Micah Burke.
And Dayton's dangerous too. There's a reason why pitchers want to stay away from him, and that's because Dayton can uncork one if he gets a handle on it.
3 ball, 1 strike pitch from Miller. Grounded. Off the plate. That will land in fair territory at first. Mason Miller and John Presbolinski both let it trickle foul on the third base line, so that will be a strike, and the count is run full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Matt Dayton.
And Miller almost had that ball deflect off of his knee. If that was the case while he was in fair territory, that would be considered a fair ball, and a run would have come across to score.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the inning. Waynesburg leading 7-0 over Grove City. But Grove City having the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The number 2 hitter, Matt Dayton, at the plate. Left-handed hitter facing the right-handed pitcher. Mason Miller comes set at the belt. 3-2 pitch. Misses low and inside. Ball 4. And a run will be forced in. Mason Miller has walked his 4th of the inning, 6th of the game. And 4 walks have allowed for a run to come in to score. Grove City now lead. Now Grove City has a run on the board. Still trails Waynesburg University 7-1. And now the home plate umpires looked over to Mike Humiston, who is really talking over there now, telling Mason that was a good pitch. He spotted it well, but it just missed below the knees of Matt Dayton, putting him aboard.
And now that gives an even more favorable position for Micah Burke. Keep in mind that even though he only has 1 home run on the season, he leads the team in batting average and also has recorded 5 triples, which a triple is almost as good as a home run in this scenario.
Micah Burke coming up, 380 average, 1 home run and 31 RBIs in the 2019 season in the PAC. First pitch fastball caught a strike right over the middle of the plate, and the count is no balls and 1 strike. Mason Miller on the mound, coming set at the belt, righty-on-righty matchup. Second pitch of the at-bat. Fastball grounded towards second base. Justin Buberl plays it. He will spin, throw over to the shortstop, covering Fantaski. That will force out Travis Oth at second base. But coming in to score is Derek Boyle, and Grove City now has 2 runs It is 7-2. Waynesburg University still leading. So advancing to third base on the play. Advancing to third on the play is Matt Dayton, and going to first base is Micah Burke. First pitch misses high. John Prespolinski now has Micah Burke in between first and second. Prespolinski running from the home plate all the way to second base, and the tag applied by Alec Fantaski gets Micah Burke attempting to advance to second on the what would have been wild pitch, but that will end the inning. Good play by John Prespolinski. That was good. Mason Miller covered the plate. John Prespolinski waited until Mason Miller covered the plate. That prevented Matt Dayton from trying to score. But that's a good play. John Prespolinski running all the way out to second, flipping it over to Alec Fantaski to shortstop to tag Micah Burke out in between first and second to end the inning. So 2 runs for Grove City College on no hits in the inning, no errors, and one runner left on base. Going to the 6th inning, it's Waynesburg University 7, Grove City College 2. You're listening to greensports.net, presented by First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County.
For fast, efficient trucking and logistics services, count on JD Enterprises in Waynesburg to meet your needs. Along with their construction division, Higgins Hauling, JD Enterprises offers unmatched trucking and construction services to the tri-state area. Rely on JD Enterprises for all types of oil field trucking, oversized loads, and hot shot delivery. If your needs are in construction, call on Higgins Hauling for construction and excavation, utility line services, and bulk freshwater hauling and tank rentals. JD Enterprises in Waynesburg, 724-852-4488.
This is Dave Coder, candidate for Greene County Commissioner. My family has long supported Greene County High School sports, from the days when my father-in-law coached the Carmichael's Mikes, to my days as a player for the Mapletown Maples, and to watching my daughter cheer for the Waynesburg Raiders. Thanks to everyone that supports our student athletes, and a special thanks to Green Sports for bringing live scholastic sports into our homes. Good luck to all of our teams this season.
Paid for by Dave Coder Campaign Committee.
Back here, PAC playoffs. Waynesburg University, the number 3 seed, playing the number 2 seeded Grove City College. 6th inning. First pitch to John Prespolinski's called a strike. No balls and 1 strike to him. Jacob Brother still on the mound for Grove City. It's a lefty-on-lefty matchup, and 2-3-4 hitters due up for Waynesburg University. Prespolinski, Reese, and Kutchman. Second pitch of the at-bat misses low. Count evened up 1 ball and 1 strike. Lights have come on here as the sun continues to set. 5:45 here at Ross Memorial Park. Third pitch of the at-bat misses high. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Prespolinski up to bat for Waynesburg University. Prespolinski singled in his first at-bat, hit a sacrifice fly in his second, then popped out to third base in his third at-bat. So this is his 4th at-bat of the day as that pitch misses outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Waynesburg University getting a lot of at-bats considering that it sent 10 men to the plate in the 2nd inning. Waynesburg scored 5 runs in the 2nd inning, 1 run in the 3rd, and 1 run in the 5th inning, tallying 7 runs total. But Grove City, after taking advantage of 4 Mason Miller walks, scored 2 runs in that 5th inning. Still trail by 5, but have put runs on the board against a dominating pitcher in Mason Miller. 3-ball, 1 strike pitch coming. Fastball right over the outside edge. Count run full, 3 balls and 2 strikes on John Prespolinski. John Prespolinski, the 5'10" junior, also known as JP to his teammates on this Waynesburg University ball club. 3-2 pitch misses outside, ball 4, and John Prespolinski will go to first base on a Jacob Brothers walk. Jacob Brothers has walked 2 in this game. His control's been pretty good. So walk 2, giving up 1 hit, and hasn't given up a run yet. Not the same could be said for John Benny, the starting pitcher for Grove City, giving up 6 runs on 8 hits, only went 2 and 2/3 innings. That pitch misses up to Tyler Reese. That's ball 1. One ball, no strikes to Tyler Reese. Reese hit into a fielder's choice in the 1st inning and has walked in his previous 2 at-bats. This is his 4th at-bat of the game, or his 4th plate appearance of the game, I should say, as that pitch misses outside. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes on Tyler Reese, who this 2019 season had a .308 average with 3 home runs and 22 RBIs. 2-ball, no-strike pitch. Here it is. That misses in the dirt. Count is 3 balls and no strikes. Tyler Reese was experimented with to start this season as a leadoff hitter, but he has since moved from leadoff hitting to batting third. 3-ball, no-strike pitch. That misses high. Ball 4. Tyler Reese has walked. Jacob Brothers has now walked 2 this inning. John Presbolinski advances to second on the play. So this is how Mason Miller started his outing in that bottom of the 5th inning, walking the first 2 hitters. He ultimately walked the first 4 hitters, but walking 2 certainly no good. His time is called by the head coach of Grove City, Matt Royer. So Jacob Brothers came in for relief of John Benny. Came in the 3rd inning and has pitched since the 3rd inning. He pitched in the middle of the 3rd inning and pitched the 4th and 5th completely, but his day is going to be over. And we'll have a new pitcher coming in for Grove City College. As we're going to send this to break, we'll tell you who it is when we come back, but going into break, it's Waynesburg University 7, Grove City College 2. You're listening to greensports.net, presented by First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County.
The Greene County Messenger is the county's #1 news source. Since 1990, the award-winning news publication has provided the most comprehensive coverage of local news and sports, as well as unique feature stories and in-depth information about the people, places, and events throughout the community. Remember, the Messenger hits newsstands every Friday and also makes a wonderful gift for friends and relatives. Different, affordable subscription packages are available. Call 724-852-2251 for details. The Greene County Messenger, providing news, information, and services to enable our communities to prosper.
At Direct Results, our company motto is, yes, we can do it. When we align our team with your business to serve your marketing, promotional, and branding needs, we strive to give you everything you could ever want. Screen printing and embroidery, we can do it. Promotional products from pins and keychains to new and innovative ideas that will wow your customers, we can do it. All types of signs, banners, and decals, including vehicle wraps, we can do it. Printing, from business cards to catalogs and calendars, we can do it. Visit directresults.us to take a virtual tour of our facility, meet our team, and experience direct results.
Coming back here to the top of the 6th inning, Waynesburg University leading Grove City College 7-2 in this President's Athletic Conference tournament. This is the postseason. Number 2 seeded Grove City playing against the number 3 seeded, or Waynesburg University, the number 3 seed, playing against Grove City, the number 2 seed. Joel Engstrom has come on the mound, 5'11" sophomore for Grove City, the 3rd pitcher Grove City's thrown out there today. Jacob Brothers went 3 2/3 innings, gave up no runs on 1 hit, but those runners on base, including John Presbolinski and Tyler Reese, are the responsibility of Jacob Brothers, so he's not quite done yet, at least in the stat line. Those runners are his responsibility.
Final line on Brothers, at least for now, for Grove City. He went 2 1/3 innings pitched, struck out 1, walked 3. John Binney, on the other hand, 2 walks, no Ks, with 8 hits surrendered, 6 runs, all of which were earned. Brothers' lone run given up was not earned.
Bunt by Johnny Kutchman. The cleanup hitter goes foul down the third base side, and that's strike 1. Wind is picking up here in Washington, Pennsylvania. Dark clouds have moved through the skies, and it has that eerie feeling that it might start to rain. Wind's picking up.
Well, there are umbrellas already out.
That's certainly a good idea. But Johnny Kutchman up to the plate now. He is 1 for 3 today. Singled back in the 2nd inning when Waynesburg scored the 5 runs. No ball, 1 strike pitch to Kutchman. He's going to bunt again, and he bunts it back toward the screen behind the plate, and the count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. So
right into the camera that provides the stream for the PAC Sports Network, also covering this game. So if you're watching that at home, look out.
Johnny Kutchman, 337 hitter and 19 RBIs. Of course, Waynesburg trying to score all the runs that it can, so maybe bunting was the best idea that Mike Humiston, the head coach, could come up with. Johnny Kutchman swings at the 0-2 pitch, fouls it off of his foot. Count is still no balls and 2 strikes.
And Humiston loves the bunt, too. Wouldn't be a bad idea trying to get it up the third base line, forcing the third baseman to come up and force a pretty lengthy play to first base.
No ball, 2 strike pitch. This is a righty-on-righty matchup. Joel Engstrom comes set at the belt. 0-2 breaking ball is swung on and missed. So Johnny Kutchman is out on strikes. Engstrom picks up his first strikeout in the first batter he's faced. That'll bring up the number 5 hitter, right-handed hitting Tyler Godwin. Joel Engstrom's numbers on the season. He's got a .750 ERA, 4 wins and no losses in 8 appearances. So that ERA not really representative of the success he's had. That first pitch called a strike over the lower inside corner to Tyler Godwin. It's 0-1. Engstrom has an opposing average of .270 against him in this season with Grove City. No ball, 1 strike pitch coming as the rain pours. Throw down to second. It's a pickoff attempt by Joel Engstrom. The tag applied by Abbott, though, the shortstop of Grove City, not in time. John Prespolinski back to second base safely. It's John Prespolinski on second base, Tyler Reese on first base, and Tyler Godwin up to the plate with 1 out in the inning after Johnny Kutchman struck out last at bat. 0-1 pitch. That gets away from Derek Boyle behind the plate, sliding into third base, John Prespolinski, and advancing to second is Tyler Reese. No throw from the catcher, Derek Boyle. So both runners advance on the wild pitch, putting both runners in scoring position now with the league leader, or excuse, not the league leader, the team leader in RBIs, Tyler Godwin. Godwin, 26 RBIs in 2019, 3 home runs, and a .325 average. 1-1 pitch. That just misses low. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Waynesburg University leads Grove City College 7-0. Top of the 6th inning. This is the PAC tournament. Winner of this game goes on to play Washington and Jefferson tomorrow, and the loser goes to the losers bracket to play Bethany College. 2-1 pitch. Fastball on the ground to third base. Played by Burke. He will throw across the diamond to Dayton at first base. The force out of Tyler Godwin is complete. No runners attempt to advance, so John Prespolinski stays on third base, and Tyler Reese will remain on second with 2 outs. And that'll bring up the freshman designated hitter, Tyler Woodrow. Woodrow has 3 singles in this game. He led off, with 1 out in the second inning. He singled, later scored. And with 1 out, fly ball hit foul, strike 1. But with 1 out in the 5th inning, he singled. And that's when Waynesburg University later scored. So each time he's singled in this game, aside from the 3rd inning, Waynesburg has scored a run in an inning. No ball, 1 strike pitch. That pitch misses high, ball 1. No, I correct myself. Tyler Woodrow singled each time he's gotten on base, and Waynesburg has scored every time he's gotten on base with a single. It's that bottom of the order you've been talking about, scoring for Waynesburg and producing a lot of runs at the top of the order. Hasn't quite. 1-1 pitch on the ground. That'll be fouled on the first base line. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, the bottom of the
Tyler Woodrow.
Bottom of the lineup, 7 of 8 with it would be 3 RBIs and 5 runs scored. So a lot of the offenses come from that last spot, from the last 4 hitters in the Waynesburg lineup, and that's something you love to see, considering, so late in the lineup. You expect the top of the lineup to do that, but you'll take it.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the inning. John Prespolinski on third base, Tyler Reese on second. Left-handed hitter facing the right-handed pitcher. Ground ball fair down the first base line. Scoring is John Prespolinski. Coming around to score as well is Tyler Reese. Advancing to second on the play is Tyler Woodrow. So Colton Lyman in right field bobbled the ball a bit, allowing Tyler Woodrow to get into second base. But Tyler Reese scores from second base. John Prespolinski scores from third base. And Waynesburg University tacks on 2 more and now leads by a score of 9-2 here in the top of the 6th inning. That'll go down as a double. They're not going to hit Colton Lyman with an error, so Tyler Woodrow gets second base. That'll be a double for him officially in the scoreline, and that'll bring up number 7 hitter Tyler Shabinovich. Takes a first pitch strike. It's 0-1. So far, Waynesburg University, 9 runs on 11 hits, no errors. Grove City College, 2 runs on 1 hit, 3 errors. No ball, 1 strike pitch with 2 outs. Tyler Shabinovich flares it toward first base. It's a fair ball down the first base line. Matt Dayton will make the play himself. He steps on the bag himself, and that will end the inning for Waynesburg University. So it is 2 runs in the inning on 1 hit in the inning, 2 walks in the inning, and 1 runner left on base. Going to the bottom of the 6th inning, it's Waynesburg University 9, Grove City College 2. You're listening to greensports.net, presented by First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County.
The Greene County Messenger is the county's #1 news source. Since 1990, the award-winning news publication has provided the most comprehensive coverage of local news and sports, as well as unique feature stories and in-depth information about the people, places, and events throughout the community. Remember, the Messenger hits newsstands every Friday and also makes a wonderful gift for friends and relatives. Different, affordable subscription packages are available. Call 724-852-2251 for details. The Greene County Messenger, providing news, information, and services to enable our communities to prosper.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Waynesburg University leads Grove City College by a score of 9-2. Mason Miller once again on the mound for Waynesburg University, entering his 6th inning on the mound. Waynesburg University scored 2 more runs in that top of the 6th inning to extend the lead to 9 runs, or extend the lead to 7 runs. It's 9-2. Waynesburg scored 5 runs in the 2nd, 1 run in the 3rd, 1 run in the 5th, and 2 runs in the 6th inning. It's been an offensive effort by everybody on this team. Waynesburg sent 10 men to the plate in that 2nd inning when it scored 5 runs, and Grove City has struggled to get any offense going. It'll be 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for Grove City College: Shane Hamill, Bobby Dulay, and Bobby Abbott. First pitch from Mason Miller. Fastball called a strike over the outside edge. No balls and 1 strike. Mason Miller struggled last inning with walks. Walked 4 batters, 2 of which came around to score. No ball, 1 strike pitch. Breaking ball. Called a ball, maybe just a little bit high. Count is evened up, 1 ball and 1 strike. Mason Miller, 6 walks total. 4 of those came in the 5th inning. Struggled a lot to throw a strike, through 10 straight balls before putting 1 over the plate. 1-1 pitch is high. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike on the number 4 hitting Shane Hamill. Hamill walked in the 2nd inning, flew out to center field in the 4th inning, officially 0 for 1 in this game. 2 ball, 1 strike pitch. Fastball fouled toward the first base side, and the count is even 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is the 2nd game of the PAC tournament today. Winner of this game goes on to play Washington and Jefferson. And loser of this game goes on to play Bethany in the losers bracket. But Waynesburg University, seeded 3rd, is on the away side of this game. And Grove City, the number 2 seed, is the home team in this game at Ross Memorial Park, home of Washington and Jefferson. 2-2 breaking ball is fouled off. Shane Hamill shook his head a bit, got out in front of that slider that Mason Miller threw, but was just able to tap it foul and keep the at-bat alive. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Nobody out yet. Shane Hamill leading off the inning for Grove City's offense. So seeding determines home field advantage for this entire tournament as well. So Washington and Jefferson, should it stay in the tournament the entire time, will have home field advantage no matter what. And then it just matters about seeding. So if Grove City were to not come back and lose this game, Grove City would have home field advantage against Bethany tomorrow in that losers game. That pitch fouled off by Jason Hamill. He stays alive. Count even up 2 balls and 2 strikes. But it's a double elimination tournament, so teams will stay in as long as they don't win, as long as they don't lose 2 games. 2 ball, 2 strike pitch coming from Mason Miller. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Slider that trailed toward the outside part of the plate and then just dipped away from Shane Hamill, and he is down on strikes. Mason Miller now has 5 strikeouts today and 1 out in this bottom of the 6th inning. That'll bring up number 5 hitter and designated hitter Bobby Dulay. Dulay 0 for 1, struck out in the 2nd, then walked in his 2nd at bat. That pitch called a strike at the knees, no balls and 1 strike. Dulay in 66 at bats in 2019, 424 average, no home runs and 24 RBIs. 0-1 pitch. Fastball just off the outside edge, count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. 9-2 in the bottom of the 6th. Waynesburg University leads Grove City. Mason Miller pitching from the windup. Another fastball that misses low and outside. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Bobby Dulay, the right-handed hitter. It's a righty-on-righty matchup, 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 ball, 1 strike pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball misses high and inside, and the count is run to 3 balls and 1 strike now on Bobby Dulay. Bobby Abbott on deck for Grove City College. Walks have certainly hurt Mason Miller. Grove City's only scored 2 runs on 1 hit, and that hit didn't even come when Grove City scored those 2 runs. 3-1 pitch, here it comes. Fastball inside, just missed Bobby Dulay, but he goes to first on a walk anyway, so it's a runner on first base now for Grove City. Coming up to the plate, Bobby Abbott.
7 walks now for Mason Miller on 5 strikeouts. Certainly something you don't want to see if you're Mike Humiston, but keep in mind you also have a 9-2 lead and Colton Nuzzle still getting warmed up.
First pitch misses low. That's ball 1 to Bobby Abbott. Abbott, the 6'1" junior from Westfield, New Jersey. Traveled a good bit west to play in Grove City. 1 ball, no strike. But before the pitch is thrown, Mason Miller will step off the mound. And time called now. Perry Cunningham will come out. The second mound visit that Mason Miller has had in this game. Had one last inning, but we'll get one here in the 6th inning as well. Colton Nuzzle not stretching and tossing anymore. He's throwing off the mound. He is throwing pitches with some purpose, getting ready to potentially come in this game. Mason Miller been struggling with walks in this game. I can't even say in this game. He's been struggling with walks the last couple innings.
Yeah, it's not been pretty. Most of his walks, well, all but one of his walks have come in the 4th, 5th, and 6th innings. Started with a walk of Dulay, but luckily it ended with him getting a force out in a double play. Then 4 walks in 5 batters in the 5th inning, which allowed a run to score. And then, of course, putting Dulay back on again with another walk.
This is where Grove City's offense is more prominent than some others. This team right now is not chasing any of the, or for the most part, not chasing any pitches Mason Miller is throwing up there just to swing at them. They're being disciplined and they're taking their walks and scoring runs as a result of it. That pitch misses low and outside, 2 balls and no strikes. A lot of the times hitters would just guess with Mason Miller that either look for the slider or look for the fastball, but in this case, Grove City is going up there with a plan. That pitch is chopped on the ground toward the left side of the infield. Fantaski plays it on a hop, flips to Buberl, covering second for 1. Buberl holds the ball, so out at second is Bobby Dulay, and reaching on the fielder's choice at first is Bobby Abbott. 2 outs in the inning.
Awkward handle by Fantaski off the second hop. He tried to almost barehand it and almost lost it, looking like he was trying to juggle a hot potato, but he was able to flip it over to second base for the force, and by that point, the runner, Abbott, had reached first.
2 outs. Bottom of the 6th inning. Grove City trails Waynesburg University by a score of 9-2. Runner on first base is now Bobby Abbott, and Colton Lineman is up to the plate. Well, time was called by the home plate umpire, and the ball that Mason Miller threw, he didn't want to stop his motion, so he spiked the ball, and it landed in the fence.
It stuck.
It got stuck in the fence.
In front of Mike Humiston. Like, right at his chest level. That was something.
So no pitch. Count is set at 0s. Ground ball to the left side of the infield. And Alec Fantaski will throw to Justin Buberl covering second. So Bobby Abbott is forced out at second. So Colton Lineman grounds into a fielder's choice. But that fielder's choice ends the inning for the Grove City College offense. So it's no runs on no hits in the inning. 1 walk. And 1 runner left on base. Going to the 7th inning, it's Grove City College trailing Waynesburg University 9-2. You're listening to greensports.net, presented by First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County.
At Direct Results, our company motto is, yes, we can do it. When we align our team with your business to serve your marketing, promotional, and branding needs, we strive to give you everything you could ever want. Screen printing and embroidery, we can do it. Promotional products from pins and keychains to new and innovative ideas that will wow your customers, we can do it. All types of signs, banners, and decals, including vehicle wraps, we can do it. Printing, from business cards to catalogs and calendars, we can do it. Visit directresults.us to take a virtual tour of our facility, meet our team, and experience direct results.
First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County is the place to go for all of your banking needs. When it's time to buy your first home or to upgrade to a larger one, go to First Federal Savings and Loan for all of your mortgage and refinancing. Checking our savings accounts? Absolutely. And the friendly folks at First Federal Savings and Loan will gently guide you through the process of getting started. First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Quality customer care you can bank on. NMLS number 458729, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. Call 724-627-6116.
Back here in the President's Athletic Conference Tournament, it's the number 2 seeded Grove City College playing against the number 3 seeded Waynesburg University in this baseball game. Back here on Green Sports, Waynesburg University leading Grove City 9-2. Mitch Nordstrom leads off the inning, lining it past the shortstop, Bobby Abbott, into left field for a base hit. So Mitch Nordstrom reaches first on the first pitch of his at-bat. It's 8-9-1 hitters to begin the inning for Waynesburg University, but the number 8 hitter just reached on a single. That'll bring up number 9 hitter, Alec Fantaski. Joel Engstrom pitching for Grove City College, pitching in relief of Jacob Brothers. First pitch coming from Joel Engstrom now to Alec Fantaski. That pitch fouled off. That's strike one. But Brothers ended up going 2 2/3 innings. He officially gave up 3 runs on 1 hit, 2 of which were earned, but the 2 runners that he walked came around to score while Joel Engstrom was on the mound, so he gets hit with those 2 runs. Second pitch to Fantaski's a breaking ball, just misses over the outside edge. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike.
We saw in the last inning Miller getting a bit frustrated. His pitch count now at 99 for the game, whereas Grove City has used 3 pitchers to this point.
1 ball, 1 strike pitch to Fantaski, hit hard to center field. Straightaway center field. Catching it is Hamill, and he'll throw it back in. Not tagging at first is Mitch Nordstrom, so he'll just go back and stay at first base. Now 1 out in the inning, and that will bring back the top of the order. Justin Buber will bat for the 5th time today. Buber grounded out to third base in the first inning, singled and came around to score in the second inning, flew out to center field in the third inning, then struck out in the 5th inning. The only innings that he hasn't batted in this game are the 4th inning and the 6th inning. Batting here in the top of the 7th inning. 1 out, first pitch. That misses, ball 1, just a little bit outside. Justin Buberl, the 6'1" junior on this Waynesburg University team. Leadoff hitter. Batted third for a while, but toward the end of the season moved to the leadoff position, switched with Tyler Reese. Tyler Reese moved from the leadoff position to the third hitter. That pitch swung on and missed. Count evened up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of the 7th inning, Waynesburg University leads Grove City College 9-2. Mitch Nordstrom, who singled to lead off this inning, leads off first base. 0 for 2 in stolen base attempts. 1-1 pitch. That misses and gets away from the catcher, Derek Boyle. Advancing to second on the wild pitch is Mitch Nordstrom.
It didn't even come close to the catcher. That ball was so far outside, it bounced on the outside of the left-handed batter's box and into the backstop.
Derek Boyle's been pretty good at preventing any balls from getting past him, but there's those couple that he just can't handle or makes a mistake on, and he's done a great job, but lets that one get by. Ground ball to the shortstop, Abbott, who throws over to first baseman Dayton, and out at first is Justin Buberl. Advancing to third on the play from second is Mitch Nordstrom, and with 2 outs and a runner on third base, that'll bring up the number 2 hitter and catcher, John Presbolinski. Presbolinski in this game today is officially 1 for 2. Hit a sacrifice fly in the second inning, singled in the first inning, popped out to third base in the 4th inning, then walked, came around to score in inning number 6. He'll bat with 2 outs, runner on third base. His team up by 7 runs. Pitch foul tipped into the mitt of Derek Boyle, the catcher, and that's no balls and 1 strike. Right-handed pitcher Engstrom facing the left-handed hitter in John Presbolinski. No ball, 1 strike pitch. Fastball misses inside. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike now. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs in the inning. Waynesburg University leads Grove City College 9-2 in the top of the 7th inning. 1-1 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Presbolinski. Inning number 7 of a 9-inning game. All of the President's Athletic Conference tournament games will be 9 innings. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch, 2 outs. Here it is. Fastball just off the outside part of the plate. Count is evened up now, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Presbolinski. Presbolinski in the 2019 season, 268 average, no home runs, and 11 RBIs. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. on an outside changeup that ends the inning. So no runs on one hit in the inning for Waynesburg University and only one runner left on base. Going to the bottom of the seventh inning, it's Waynesburg University 9, Grove City College 2. You're listening to greensports.net, presented by First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County.
Community Bank makes it easy to apply online for a mortgage or a free pre-qualification. Go online, choose from a variety of terms and low rates for qualified borrowers. See Community Bank for one-time closing construction loans. Community Bank is your local bank with branches in southwestern Pennsylvania for over 110 years. They're here to serve their customers. Go online today. See how easy it is. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Online, communitybank.tv.
Bottom of the seventh inning, Mason Miller continues to pitch for Waynesburg University after struggling in the sixth and seventh inning, but he's only given up 2 runs on 1 hit. He'll pitch here in the seventh inning. Waynesburg University leading Grove City College by a score of 9-2. Waynesburg University, the lower seed in this one. Waynesburg University, the 3 seed, facing Grove City, the 2 seed. The only reason that's how this resulted was because Grove City swept Waynesburg University in the season series, and all tiebreakers go to the head-to-head matchups, and Grove City really had Waynesburg's number throughout the entire season. Brandon Lawless and Zach Straub pitched in a doubleheader. Both received losses on the mound, didn't have their good stuff, and Mason Miller in the third game that Waynesburg University played against Grove City back on April 24th, Mason Miller was handed only his second loss in 10 starts and in 10 decisions, so Grove City did well against Waynesburg University.
We got new hitter coming up to lead off the seventh inning for Derek Boyle. This will be Tanner Orner.
The catcher for Grove City, who's been doing well, is relieved for and Tanner Orner, the left-handed hitter facing the right-handed pitcher. First pitch misses outside. That's ball 1. But Mason Miller, who struggled against Grove City earlier in the year, is pitching rather well. As that pitch misses outside, count as 1 ball and 1 strike on Tanner Orner. But Mason Miller, who struggled now, has dominated over Grove City. That pitch is swung on and missed. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mason Miller, in the 5th inning, gave up 2 runs on 4 walks that he issued. He had some trouble in that inning, but has since kept them scoreless, and has kept them scoreless through 6 of the 7 innings played so far. That pitch is fouled off. Count is now evened up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tanner Orner, the batter for Grove City. He's pinch hitting for catcher for Derek Boyle. 2 ball, 2 strike pitch. That misses inside, almost hit Orner, but gets by him. Count is run full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Tanner Orner on the season in 89 at-bats has a .225 average with 1 home run and 13 RBIs. 3 ball, 2 strike pitch coming from Mason Miller to Orner. Fastball just misses high, ball 4, and Tanner Orner is aboard in this 7th inning with a leadoff walk, and that is the 2nd inning that Mason Miller has relinquished a leadoff walk. And the last time he did, Grove City scored.
And Miller is already up to a third of the amount of walks that he's given up coming into today.
Travis Auth batting now. Travis Auth, in the 5th inning, was a pinch hitter for Matt Nauer, the starting left fielder. Since then, Travis Auth moved out to left field. Runner on first base in the form of Tanner Orner. 1-0 pitch. That misses inside. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Colt Nuzzle still throwing in the bullpen for Waynesburg University, but it's hard to see him coming in the game again unless Waynesburg University gives up the huge deficit that it has against Grove City. It's 9-2. Waynesburg University leads Grove City in the bottom of the 7th inning. Tanner Orner leading off first. 2-0 pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Walks have bitten Mason Miller. To this point in the game, Waynesburg has scored 9 runs on 12 hits, no errors. Grove City has only scored 2 runs on 1 hit. 3 errors is the official scoreline for this team as that pitch misses high. Count is 3 balls and 1 strike. But Grove City scored 2 runs on 4 walks and a fielder's choice back in the 5th inning. 3-ball, 1-strike pitch coming to Travis Oth. That pitch misses outside, ball 4, and Oth walks for the second time that he has been in this game. 2 walks in 2 plate appearances. Mike Humiston inching away from the Waynesburg University dugout, and he will call time. And Mike Humiston is the one who walks out and makes substitutions. Mason Miller looks a bit upset with himself, but he pitched a wonderful game. He's going to hand the ball off to Mike Humiston, and coming in the game for Waynesburg University is Colton Uzzle. Uzzle, once a first baseman and once a designated hitter for this Waynesburg University team, has since been made to primarily pitch out of the bullpen, and that is what he will do coming into this game. Colton Uzzle, as a pitcher, has only pitched 1 inning for Waynesburg University and made that 1 appearance. He has 1 strikeout and has given up no runs. He has not pitched a lot. This is his senior season, the right-handed hitter coming in. Uzzle's pitched in years past. His primary pitch is a sinker. He's certainly a ground ball type pitcher unless he leaves that ball up in the air. Doesn't throw particularly too hard. Definitely not as hard as Mason Miller, but he's got movement on his pitches that can get hitters out as long as he throws quality strikes. Colton Uzzle in his senior season just graduated with Waynesburg University about a week ago. 6'2", 230-pound pitcher from Fairfax, Virginia. Grew up in that area, went to Bishop O'Connell High School. Also has a brother on the team, sophomore Carter Uzzle, who also pitches for this Waynesburg University team. But the point for Waynesburg University now is to get outs and to throw strikes and get outs. Team's up 9-2. It's more than likely that hitters are going to get out in situations rather than get hits. This is a game where hitters fail, so Waynesburg University needing to limit the walks in order to stay in this game. Grove City hasn't been able to hit Mason Miller, but Miller just walked too many batters. Officially for Mason Miller, he walked a total of 9 batters in this game, 7 of which came in innings 5, 6, and 7. So Colton Uzzle will face the leadoff hitter, Jesse Clary. The book's not done on Mason Miller yet. Nobody out, runners at first and second. First pitch called a strike over the lower part of the zone. Count as no balls and 1 strike. Tanner Warner's on second base. He walked to begin this inning. Travis Oth was also issued a walk by Mason Miller. He's over at first. Jesse Clary looking at a no-ball, 1 strike count. Here's the pitch. Fastball hit in the air, left side of the field, but that will get out of play over the ballpark, and the count is no balls and 2 strikes. So Mason Miller officially goes 6 plus. Walked 9, struck out 5. 2 runs to this point, but he's responsible for those 2 runners on base. So his run total is not done yet. No ball, 2 strike pitch from Colton Uzzle. Pitch, check swing, appeal down to first base. No, he didn't go. Jesse Clary's still up now with a 1 ball, 2 strike count. So righty on righty matchup. Colton Uzzle just replaced Mason Miller after Miller walked 2 batters to begin this 7th inning. Uzzle looks into a sign from Presbolinski. Now comes set at the letters. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch coming. Kicks his left leg and pitches. Clary looks at a ball. A little bit high. According to the home plate umpire, count is even up 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out yet in the inning. Waynesburg University up 9-2 against Grove City. This is the President's Athletic Conference Tournament. Winner goes on to play Washington and Jefferson tomorrow. Loser goes on to play Bethany College in the losers bracket. It's a double elimination tournament. So the team that doesn't lose 2 games in this tournament wins. But this is day 1 of 3 days of the conference tournaments. 2 ball, 2 strike pitch. Fastball over the inside. Jammed Clary a bit, but he fouls that pitch off. And he will stay alive. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Grove City College, 9 runs on 12 hits. Waynesburg University, 9 runs on 12 hits. No errors. Grove City College, 2 runs on 1 hit. 3 errors. 2 ball, 2 strike pitch. Colton Uzzle looking in for a sign. Now he comes set at the letters. Kicks his left leg and pitches. Swing and a miss. Jesse Clary down on strikes. That is a big first out Here in the bottom of the 7th inning, that's 1 out for Waynesburg University.
Second strikeout for Jesse Clary, who was also the 4th strikeout victim for Mason Miller's total. And that's Clary now going 0 for 4. Not a strong day for the second baseman Clary, but at the same time, he's still got runners on first and second still, only 1 out, so plenty of time for Grove City.
Matt Dayton, the left-handed hitter, coming into bat now. Officially 0 for 1. Grounded out to first base in his first at-bat, but was since hit by a pitch and walked in his last 2 at-bats. First pitch called a strike over the outside edge. It's no balls and 1 strike.
And Matt Dayton, the son of Rick Dayton, KDKA anchor, and also serves as the team photographer for Grove City College, or at least the baseball team.
I've seen him on the field already. No ball, 1 strike pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball, called a strike over the lower inside corner, and the count is no balls and 2 strikes. Colton Nuzzle, for the most part, has been filling up the strike zone since he's come in relief of Mason Miller.
And that's what you need to do. Grove City has not been accustomed to seeing strikes as of late, so Uzzle trying to get out of the jam that Miller has logged up.
No ball, 2 strike pitch. Here it is. Fastball high, check swing, but Matt Dayton did not go around. Count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Waynesburg up 9-2 against Grove City College. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning. It's Ross Memorial Park, Washington and Jefferson College hosting this President's Athletic Conference tournament for baseball. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch coming. Breaking ball on the ground, right side of the infield. Johnny Kutchman will throw to the shortstop covering second, Alec Fantaski. The force out at second is successful, but the throw back to first base is not in time. Matt Dayton reaches on the fielder's choice. Forced out at second base is Travis Oth. And advancing to third base on the play is Tanner Orner.
That was going to be a tough play regardless of how quick the throws came on. Kutchman held the ball for about, I'd say, 3/4 of a second, which was probably the difference in terms of Dayton being safe and Dayton being the third out of the inning.
2 outs now in the inning. Runner in scoring position at third base in the form of Tanner Orner, and at first base it's Travis Oth. Standing up now, Micah Burke. Burke, .380 average during the 2019 season, 1 home run and 31 RBIs. First pitch from Colton Nuzzle is taken upstairs, ball 1. Burke not been very productive today. He's 0 for 3. Reached base on a fielder's choice in the 5th inning, but struck out in the 3rd, popped out to second base in the 1st. He's been struggling at the plate today, at least against Mason Miller, but he's facing a little bit less of a threat in Colton Nuzzle. Nuzzle is certainly a guy who throws with not as much velocity as Miller, but has that sinker ball that he throws, his 2-seam fastball as well. He throws with a lot of movement, and throws a substantial amount of strikes. That pitch just misses low, counts 2 balls and no strikes now on Micah Burke. It's 9-2, Waynesburg University leading Grove City College in the bottom of the 7th. Righty-on-righty matchup, Micah Burke. Awaiting the pitch from Colton Nuzzle. Nuzzle looks in for his sign, now comes set at the letters. 2 ball, no strike pitch, here it comes. Ground ball up the middle, Colton Nuzzle deflects it at first, picks up the ball, and he's going to throw it over to first base, but Micah Burke is safe at first base. So that'll go down as a single for Micah Burke. Advancing to second base on the play is Matt Dayton, and scoring from third base is Tanner Orner, and Grove City College continues to cut into the deficit. It is now 7-3. Waynesburg University still leads. So it's Matt Dayton on second base, Micah Burke on first base, Shane Hamill coming to the plate. Correction, it's 9-3. Waynesburg University leads Grove City College. First pitch called a strike over the lower outside corner to Shane Hamill. It's no balls and 1 strike. Mason Miller giving up 3 runs now. Book's not done on him yet. He put on those 2 runners at the bottom of the order, so Travis Oth. 1-0 pitch grounded. Alec Fantaski dives at shortstop, so he will keep the ball in the infield. Runners will only advance it to 1 base. So now it's Matt Dayton on third base, Micah Burke on second, and Shane Hamill will get on first base on the infield single. But the book on Mason Miller is officially closed. He's given up 3 runs, walked 9, struck out 4, only given up 1 hit. So Colton Nuzzle, that run that scored, will be charged to him. So Colton Nuzzle so far has given up 1 run on 2 hits in the inning. That'll bring up number 5 hitter Bobby Dulay. First pitch. Misses inside. That's ball 1. Bases loaded for Grove City, who are 1 big hit away from getting right back into this game. Bases are loaded. Matt Dayton on third base, Micah Burke on second base, and Shane Hamill on first base. 2 walks in this inning, 2 hits given up by Waynesburg University pitching. 1 ball, no strikes. Colton Nuzzle pitching to the right-handed hitter. That pitch misses outside, ball 2. Bobby Dulay in this game is 0 for 1 officially, has walked twice in 3 plate appearances. Struck out back in the second inning. Then walked back in the 4th and the 6th. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs in the inning. Colton Nuzzle looking in for his sign. Now he steps off the mound. Now the head coach for Grove City College, Matt Royer, was looking for a balk. Colton Nuzzle stepped off the mound at first, then kind of turned his shoulders and then stepped again. And Grove City College looking for a call that they're not going to get. So 2 balls and no strikes, 2 outs in the inning. Bases loaded for Bobby Dulay, the designated hitter batting 5th for Grove City College today. The innings have really become elongated in Grove City College on the end of that offensively. 2-0 pitch, that misses low, counts 3 balls and no strikes. So Colton Nuzzle putting himself in a large jam with the bases loaded, has a 3-0 count on the number 5 hitter for Grove City College, Bobby Dulay. 3-0 pitch coming. Fastball over the outside edge, counts 3 balls and 1 strike, and now a pivotal pitch coming in this game. Nuzzle's got to throw a strike or another run's going to come across the plate, but it's still a 6-run deficit for Grove City. That pitch misses low on 3-1, ball 4. Matt Dayton comes home to score from third, advancing from second to third on the walk, Micah Burke, and advancing from first to second is Shane Hamill. Now at first base is Bobby Dulay, and that's Colton Nuzzle's first walk of the day, but it gives Grove City another run. That's the second run given up by Colton Nuzzle. It's 9-4, Waynesburg University leading Grove City College in the bottom of the 7th inning, but Grove City just slowly chipping away at the lead. First pitch now to Bobby Abbott, the shortstop of Grove City College, is inside. That's ball 1. Time called now. John Presbolinski, catcher, going to go out and talk to Colton Nuzzle on the mound, just calm down some nerves. Waynesburg University sent 10 batters to the plate and scored 5 runs in the second inning, which has been the difference maker to this point. Waynesburg University's put up a couple numbers that weren't so crooked. 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th, and then 2 in the 6th inning, giving them 9 runs. Grove City, however, has scored 2 runs in the 5th inning on 4 walks Mason Miller issued, and has scored 2 runs here in the 7th inning on a couple on 4 walks, 3 walks in this inning, and 2 hits. Bases are still loaded. It's Micah Burke on third base, Shane Hamill on second base, Bobby Dulay at first, and Bobby Abbott up to the plate with a 1-ball, no-strike count against Colton Nuzzle. This is a righty-on-righty matchup. Nuzzle throwing from the stretch, comes set at the letters. 1-ball, no-strike pitch over the outside edge, called a strike. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Pitcher warming up for Waynesburg. It's Nate Gearhart warming up in the Waynesburg bullpen first base side.
Infield playing back, protecting against any ball hit hard. Just trying to get 1 out at any base. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch. Line drive toward right center field. That ball's going to fall in there. 1 run's going to score. 2nd run coming around. Mitch Nordstrom slides and gets the ball. 3rd runner being waved around. Throw from Nordstrom to the cutoff man, Buberl. Buberl throws to Kutchman, who then holds the baseball. 3 runs will score. Michael Burke scores from third base. Shane Hamill scores from second base. Bobby Dulay scores from first base. And into second with a 3-run RBI double is Bobby Abbott. And Grove City College has cut into the Waynesburg University lead now. It is 9-7 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And all those walks have come around to haunt Waynesburg University now. And Grove City has some momentum and is right back into this game, only down 2 runs instead of 7. Number 7 hitter Colton Lineman will come into bat now Grove City College has sent 9 men to the plate in this inning. First pitch called a strike over the outside edge. It's 0-1. So Grove City having its own time to bat around here. 9 batters have come to the plate for Grove City College in this for the 7th inning when Waynesburg sent 10 to the plate in the 2nd inning. No 1 pitch. That pitch misses outside. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike now. Colton Uzzle has given up 5 runs. Has given up 4 runs in his outing so far. Nate Gerhardt still continues to warm up for Waynesburg University. And now relief pitching is becoming a factor for both teams. Time called by the batter at the plate, Colton Lineman. But each of these teams right now relying on bullpen help. Mason Miller only made it through 6+ innings and gave up 3 runs on 9 walks. Only gave up a hit. Breaking ball, that falls in the dirt. Check swing, appeal to first base, no good. Counts 2 balls and 1 strike on Colton Lineman. But walks have been the story for Waynesburg University. Mason Miller's 9 walks have been an issue and turned out to be an issue. Colton Uzzle's only walked 1 to this point, but has given up 3 hits in this game and has officially given up 4 runs on 3 hits. Waynesburg University, 9 runs on 12 hits, no errors. Grove City College, 7 runs on 4 hits, 3 errors. 2 ball, 1 strike pitch coming now with a runner at second base. Colton Lineman takes that pitch up and outside. Count is now 3 balls and 1 strike. Well in favor of the hitter, Colton Lineman. And Tanner Orner, who led off this inning with a walk, is due on deck. 3 balls, 1 strike, runner at second base in the form of Bobby Abbott. That pitch called a strike over the outside edge. Count is 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bobby Abbott on second base after he doubled home 3 runs to majorly cut into that Waynesburg University lead. It's now 9-7. Waynesburg University still leading Grove City College. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Colton Lineman 0 for 1 officially in this game today. Hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning. Walked in the 5th, came around to score. 3-2 pitch. Inside, fastball, called a ball, and walking down to first base with a free pass is Colton Lineman, and Grove City College has officially batted around. 10th batter coming up to the plate in this inning, and time called by head coach Mike Humiston, and that's going to do it for Colton Uzzle. Uzzle cannot get out of the 7th inning. He officially goes 2/3 of an inning, giving up 3 hits, only struck out 1, and to this point has given up 4 runs, but the 2 runners on base are his responsibility. Nate Gerhardt getting ready to come into the game for Waynesburg University out of the bullpen. Gerhardt, another senior on this Waynesburg University team, another tall guy as well, a 6'4", 235-pound senior from Huntington, Pennsylvania, went to Huntington High School. He's a guy who Waynesburg University has relied on out of the bullpen as a senior and as a leader on this team to come through in situations out of the bullpen, and certainly in a big spot here. The tying run is on first base. The go-ahead run for Grove City College now steps into the batter's box. And this is the first time that Grove City College today has had a go-ahead run up at the plate. Grove City went down to Waynesburg University 5-0 in the 2nd inning. And Waynesburg University since then had a 7-0 lead going into the bottom of the 5th inning. Grove City chipped away, got 2 runs after Mason Miller walked 4. And then in the 6th inning, Waynesburg University tacked on 2 more runs. But in this 7th inning, Grove City has sent 10 batters to the plate so far and has scored 5 of them. And this inning not over yet. Gerhardt this season for Waynesburg University has a 6.19 ERA, has appeared in 12 games, 16 innings pitched, given up 25 hits, 15 runs total, 11 of them earned, and he's walked 10, struck out 12.
11 walks so far for Waynesburg, nearly double the amount of strikeouts in 6. And Gerhardt has to be the hero for Waynesburg to what was a comfortable lead, now has to cling on to get by Grove City.
Left-handed hitter and Tanner Orner coming to the plate. He was a pinch hitter to begin this inning. He walked later, came around to score in his first at bat this inning, and will now bat again in the 7th inning with the tying run on first base. First pitch, swing, foul ball on the third base line. That's strike one. Bobby Abbott on second base. And Colton Lineman on first for Grove City College. Go-ahead run at the plate in the form of Tanner Orner, who came in to pinch hit for Derek Boyle to begin this inning. This is inning 7 of a 9-inning game. Time called at the plate. Nate Gearhart taking a long time to get his sign from John Presbolinski. The two runners on base in Bobby Abbott and Colton Lineman are the responsibility of Colton Nuzzle, who just got taken out of the game. To this point, Nuzzle's given up 4 runs, but potentially could give up 6. That pitch in the dirt gets away from Presbolinski. Presbolinski hustles, slides, but only holds the ball. Bobby Abbott too quick. Bobby Abbott advances to third on the wild pitch, and advancing to second on that wild pitch is Colton Lineman. And Nate Gearhart has now put both runners in scoring position for Grove City College. The tying run moves into scoring position. Waynesburg University had a 7-run lead entering this inning. Now Waynesburg University only has a 2-run lead over Grove City College. Gearhart coming set at the letters. 1-1 pitch. Line drive, right center field. That's going to fall. 1 run scores. Second run coming around to score, and Colton Lineman running a second, rounding second, now heading to third is Tanner Orner. Orner slides into third with a 2-run triple. Scoring from third base is Bobby Abbott. Scoring from second base, Colton Lineman. Into third base, Tanner Orner. This game is tied at 9 between Waynesburg University and Grove City.
Oh, man. That's all I got to say. Orner coming up huge with that triple, splitting the gap between right and center field. Nothing that Waynesburg could do to limit the damage. And now Waynesburg, with Miller comfortably at the mound throughout this game, has given way to the bullpen, and now all of a sudden Waynesburg is battling from behind.
Travis Oth, it's a fly ball into left center field, but Tyler Godwin dives. He can't make the play in the left center field gap. Rounding second, now trying for third is Oth. He turns around, goes back to second. Ball by Tyler Reese is taken in. And stopping at second base is Travis Oth, but scoring from third base is Tanner Orner, and Grove City has just taken its first lead of the game and now leads Waynesburg University 10-9. So Colton Nuzzle's day is officially over. 6 runs on 3 hits, 1 strikeout and 1 walk. Now Nate Gearhart has given up 1 run on 1 hit, and the book for him officially begins. Runner in scoring position at second base. And now the 12th batter for Grove City in this inning is Jesse Clary, who shows bunt but pulls back. That's ball 1. Clary struck out the last time he batted this inning. 8 runs so far in this inning for Grove City. And this has turned into a teeter-totter of a game. Grove City just came back in this 7th inning. That pitch misses high. It's 2 balls and no strikes. But Grove City, 8 runs in the inning, was down. Grove City was down 5 runs. It was 9-2 to begin this bottom of the 7th inning. Waynesburg University has had 3 pitchers on the mound in this bottom of the 7th inning, and collectively have given up 8 runs in this inning. That pitch fouled off toward the right side, counts 2 balls and 1 strike.
And they're already a pitcher warming up for Waynesburg. It's Corey Fisher, the freshman from Bethel Park.
Grove City up 10-9 now against Waynesburg University. Nate Gearhart on the mound, a righty-on-righty matchup. Cleary takes that pitch in the dirt. Good block by John Presbolinski. And the pitching for Waynesburg University continues to lack control. It's 3 balls and 1 strikes to count now. I mean, the key right now is that Waynesburg University has just been walking too many people and opening the door for Grove City, who has taken advantage of this of the walks that they've been issued. That pitch called a strike over the outside edge. Count run full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Jesse Clary, who is batter number 12 for Grove City College in the bottom of the 7th inning. Runner on second base in the form of Travis off. 3-ball, 2-strike pitch. Line drive left field. Hugging the line. That's going to drop fair. Tyler Godwin plays it on a hop. Godwin throws it into the cutoff man, Fantaschi, who throws to the second baseman, Justin Buberl. Tag applied is not in time. Jesse Clary in there with an RBI double. Grove City extending its own lead now. It is 11-9. Grove City leads Waynesburg University.
Out comes Humiston, and that's it for Gearhart.
Gearhart does not record an out this inning. He pitches in the 7th inning, but doesn't record an out. Gives up 2 runs on 2 hits in the inning, strikes out 0 batters. Didn't walk anybody either, but that's a tough outing for all the Waynesburg University pitchers. And coming in now is the 4th pitcher of the inning for Waynesburg University. It's the freshman Corey Fisher. We're going to send it to break here, but we'll be back with more PAC tournament action. It's 11-9, Waynesburg University now trailing Grove City College. You're listening to Green Sports, presented by First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County.
Fast service and delivery. It's all there for you at McCracken Pharmacy. McCracken Pharmacy is your hometown pharmacy that has been serving the local community for nearly 50 years. Fast and friendly service with a personal touch. That's McCracken Pharmacy. And McCracken Pharmacy has always been a proud supporter of local high school athletics. McCracken Pharmacy on High Street in Waynesburg. Fast and friendly service plus delivery. Call 724-627-5454.
If you're looking for a college experience that helps you to grow in your faith and prepares you to lead, then come to Waynesburg University. Our Stover Center for Constitutional Studies and Moral Leadership is a unique program that awards scholarships to young men and women interested in becoming tomorrow's leaders. You can find out more about this program by visiting us at waynesburg.edu. Waynesburg University, a tradition of faith since 1849.
President's Athletic Conference Tournament is still going on. Grove City College now leads Waynesburg University by a score of 11-9. Grove City has scored 9 runs in this bottom of the 7th inning and now sends up its 13th batter. It's Matt Dayton, who reached on a fielder's choice and later scored earlier this inning. Matt Dayton 0 for 2. Corey Fisher is now on the mound for Waynesburg University as he throws a ball to Matt Dayton. It's ball 1. Corey Fisher is the 5'10", 200-pound freshman. He's a right-handed pitcher out of Bethel Park High School. He's from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. 1-ball, no-strike pitch with a runner on second, and Jesse Clary. Line drive right center field. That's going to fall in for a hit. Rounding third, coming around to score, Jesse Clary. Now the ball bobbled by Mitch Nordstrom out in center field. Rounding second and heading toward third base is Matt Dayton, and he's up at third. So clearly a single for Matt Dayton, who comes around to third base. Mitch Nordstrom missed the ball out in right center field when he tried to field it. And coming in to score is Jesse Clary, so it's 9-12. Grove City continues to extend the lead over Waynesburg University. So that won't go down as an error. That's going to be a clean triple for Matt Dayton, who's into third base with an RBI. And Grove City has scored 10 runs in this bottom of the 7th inning. First pitch misses outside. That's ball 1. It's 12-9. Grove City College leads Waynesburg University. The 14th batter of this bottom of the 7th inning is Micah Burke, who takes a pitch inside. That's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs in the inning. Waynesburg University's given up 10 runs in inning number 7, bottom of the 7th. Breaking ball misses outside, counts 2 balls and 1 strike. So walks have hurt Waynesburg, and here's how we can show you it. Waynesburg University has 9 runs on 12 hits, no errors. Grove City has scored 12 runs on 8 hits and 3 errors. That pitch misses low, counts 3 balls and 1 strike. So Nate Gearhart's day is officially over. 3 runs given up. The runner on second was his responsibility. Corey Fisher's now given up 1 hit, but that run was not given up to him. Line drive toward right field. Running after it's Tyler Serbinovich, and Serbinovich makes the catch in right field, and that will end the inning. So Grove City scores 10 runs on a lot of hits. And there's only 1 runner left on base. We'll go over that next inning, but Waynesburg University now trails Grove City College 12-9 as we go to the 8th inning. You're listening to greensports.net, presented by First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County.
For fast, efficient trucking and logistics services, count on JD Enterprises in Waynesburg to meet your needs. Along with their construction division, Higgins Hauling, JD Enterprises offers unmatched trucking and construction services to the tri-state area. Rely on JD Enterprises for all types of oil field trucking, oversized loads, and hot shot delivery. If your needs are in construction, call on Higgins Hauling for construction and excavation, utility line services, and bulk freshwater hauling and tank rentals. JD Enterprises in Waynesburg, 724-852-4488.
This is Dave Coder, candidate for Greene County Commissioner. My family has long supported Greene County High School sports, from the days when my father-in-law coached the Carmichael's Mikes, to my days as a player for the Mapleton Maples, and to watching my daughter cheer for the Waynesburg Raiders. Thanks to everyone that supports our student athletes, and a special thanks to Greene Sports for bringing live scholastic sports into our homes. Good luck to all of our teams this season.
Paid for by Dave Coder Campaign Committee.
Waynesburg University just relinquished a lead to Grove City College as we go to the 8th inning. It's 12-9. Waynesburg University trails. Grove City College sent 14 batters to the plate. 10 of them came around to score, and now Waynesburg University trails 12-9 after leading by 7 runs entering that bottom of the 7th inning. Tyler Reese leads off, takes the first pitch down low for ball 1. Tyler Reese, number 3 hitter. It's 3-4-5 due up for Waynesburg University. Tyler Reese, Johnny Kutchman, and Tyler Godwin. It's a 3-1 deficit now that Waynesburg University needs to overcome. That first pitch called a strike at the knees. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Joel Engstrom still on the mound for Grove City College. It's a righty-on-righty matchup. That fastball taken over the outside part of the plate. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Engstrom to this point in the game, giving up giving up no runs on 1 hit, struck out 2. 1-2 pitch coming. Fastball line foul down the right side. Count is still going to remain 1-2. Waynesburg University sent 10 batters to the plate, scored 5 runs in inning number 2. 2 ball, 2 strike pitch coming. That misses in the dirt. Counts 3 balls and 2 strikes. New catcher in the game, Tanner Orner for Grove City College, replacing the former catcher Derek Boyle. And Tanner Orner scored twice in the 7th inning for Grove City College after being taken in as a pinch hitter. 3 ball, 2 strike count to Tyler Reese. Righty-on-righty matchup. Engstrom comes set at the belt. 3-2 pitch. Line drive down the third base line, but that'll go foul, so the count will remain full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Correction, it's 2-2 count on Tyler Reese. Here's the pitch. Fastball just misses outside. Count run full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Tyler Reese. But Waynesburg University scored 5 runs in the 2nd inning, tacked on a couple more throughout the game. Grove City was chipping away at the lead by Waynesburg University. It was 9-2 entering that bottom of the 7th inning, and Grove City scored 10. Ground ball to third base, played by Burke over at third base, throws over to Dayton, and Tyler Reese grounds out to third base to begin the top of the 8th inning for the Waynesburg University offense. But offense has certainly been the key here. And one of the keys for Grove City being able to score a lot of runs is the walks that Waynesburg University has given up. Mason Miller started that 7th inning out. He walked 2, was later given relief by Colton Uzzle, but Uzzle, Gearhart, and Fisher couldn't stop the damage. Ground ball to shortstop, played by Bobby Abbott, throws over to Matt Dayton at first base, and on 1 pitch, Johnny Kutchman grounds out to shortstop for the 2nd out of this top of the 8th inning.
Well, also, too, that monstrous 7th inning for Grove City has left Joel Engstrom to kind of warm up and get loose going into what would be the final 2 innings of the contest.
First pitch called a strike to Tyler Godwin. Godwin is 0 for 4 in this game today. Grounded out in the 2nd, flew out the 2nd time up in the 2nd inning, and grounded out to shortstop in the 5th, grounded out the 3rd and the 6th. Swing and a miss. He swung over that pitch in the dirt, and the count is no balls and 2 strikes. Waynesburg trails by 3. It's 12-9. Grove City leads Waynesburg in the top of the 8th inning. 0-2 pitch. That misses low. Counts no balls and for 1 ball and 2 strikes on Tyler Godwin. Winner of this game would go on to play Washington at Jefferson College tomorrow, and the loser goes on to play Bethany College in the loser's bracket. 1-2 pitch is popped into the air, right field. Colin Lineman makes the catch, and the inning comes to a close. So it's no runs on no hits in the inning and nobody left on base for Waynesburg University. Going to the bottom of the 8th inning, it's Grove City College 12, Waynesburg University 9. You're listening to greensports.net, presented by First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County.
The Greene County Messenger is the county's #1 news source. Since 1990, the award-winning news publication has provided the most comprehensive coverage of local news and sports, as well as unique feature stories and in-depth information about the people, places, and events throughout the community. Remember, the Messenger hits newsstands every Friday and also makes a wonderful gift for friends and relatives. Different, affordable subscription packages are available. Call 724-852-2251 for details. The Greene County Messenger, providing news, information, and services to enable our communities to prosper.
This is President's Athletic Conference play here. This is the postseason in the PAC. Division III NCAA. Waynesburg University, the number 3 seed, playing the number 2 seeded Grove City College. Waynesburg University trailing Grove City College, scores 12-9 going into the bottom of the 8th inning. Corey Fisher, the freshman pitcher, continues to pitch for Waynesburg University. Pitched in the bottom of the 7th inning and recorded the 3rd out of the inning after Grove City came back and had a massive 10-run inning, sending 14 batters to the plate. It was a good outing for Waynesburg University until Mason Miller lost his control in that 7th inning. And since then, Grove City pounded most of the relievers coming out of the bullpen for Waynesburg University. Fisher has given up no runs to this point, but he only recorded 1 out in this game so far. Shane Hamill gets hit with the pitch to start this inning.
Talk about starting a bad inning or starting an inning the bad way.
Yeah, first of all, it was a downgrade in momentum for Waynesburg University to not answer in that top of the 8th inning, scoring no runs. But now in the bottom of the 8th inning, Waynesburg University has given the leadoff hitter an opportunity to get on base. And so Shane Hamill's on first base. Now standing up the number 5 hitter, Bobby Dulé, who walked in both of his appearances, walked in his only appearance in the 7th inning. One of a few hitters who didn't bat twice in that 7th inning. First pitch fouled back. Counts no balls and 1 strike. But Bobby Dulé in this game has walked 3 times. He's 0 for 1, struck out in the 2nd inning, but walked in the 4th, 6th, and 7th innings. No ball, 1 strike pitch with Shane Hamill on first base. Breaking ball misses outside. That's ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nobody out yet in the bottom of the 8th inning. Waynesburg University trailing Grove City College by a score of 12-9. Here at Ross Memorial Park, home of the Washington and Jefferson Presidents baseball team. That pitch misses just a little bit high. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. It's a righty-on-righty matchup. Bobby Dulé, the designated hitter in this game today. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch coming. Breaking ball, misses outside. Counts 2 balls and 1 strike. Correction, counts 3 balls and 1 strike on Bobby Dulé. Time called now, and Dulé is going to have a conversation with third base coach and head coach Matt Royer. Royer's been with Grove City College for 3 seasons, and he's been coaching around college baseball since 1989. Certainly been a good influence on this Grove City College team. Grove City didn't make playoffs last year. Neither did Waynesburg or Bethany. The only returning participant in this President's Athletic Conference tournament is Washington and Jefferson. And Washington and Jefferson last year lost to Thomas More in the championship, although Washington and Jefferson won the conference last season. Pitch fouled off as runner from first base Hamill was running. Count will be run full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes after that pitch is fouled off. But Washington and Jefferson has won the President's Athletic Conference for the 3rd straight year, winning in 2017 and 2018, along with this season in 2019. 3-2 pitch from Corey Fisher. Runner goes from first. Pitch grounded foul again. This count remains full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hamill going for the 2nd time from first base. Hamill led off this inning with a hit by pitch, and the number 2 hitter this inning, 5 hitter in the lineup, Bobby Dulé, batting with a full count. Nobody out in the inning. Grove City leading Waynesburg 12-9. Runner goes again from first as Dulé fouls that pitch off, extending this at bat. Count still full, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, nobody out in the inning. Shane Hamill leads off first base. being held on by Johnny Kutchman, and a pickoff attempt over to first by Corey Fisher. Johnny Kutchman doesn't even tag Shane Hamill at first. He'll just throw the ball back to Fisher. And we'll await another 3-2 pitch to Bobby Dulé. 3-2 pitch coming. Fastball lined into right field. That's going to fall in front of Srbinovic on 2 hops for a base hit. Srbinovic bobbles the ball for a second, but he regains the possession of the ball nicely. He'll get it into the infield. Advancing to second base from first base is Shane Hamill. And on first base with a single. And his first hit of the day is Bobby Dulé. So it's Hamill on second, Bobby Dulé on first, and Bobby Abbott is coming up to the plate. But before that happens, Mike Humiston's going to walk out to the mound. And it's going to be a new pitcher coming in for Waynesburg University. Joe Sablak, the freshman for Waynesburg University, coming on the mound. Known as Bell Vernon Joe because he is from Bell Vernon. There were 2 Joes who were pitchers coming into the fall season for Waynesburg University when they were starting the fall training. There was Joe McKernan and Joe Sablak. And to distinguish the two, Coach Perry Cunningham decided, well, you're Bell Vernon Joey then. And that's what he's been calling him ever since. Of course, Joe McKernan decided to focus on school, so he didn't come back to the baseball team. So the nickname still stands, though, with Joe Sablak being Bell Vernon Joe, although he's the only Joe who pitches for this team. Sablak got a big figure, 6'4", 230-pound freshman. Was experimented with as a starter for Waynesburg University. Didn't have much success, so they moved him into a bullpen role, and he'll come in here to try to limit any more damage that Grove City might have.
Yeah, Sablak also a beat writer for the Mon Valley Independent. And now we got a runner on first. It's DJ Newby. He'll be running for Dulé, who reached off of the base hit last time. Dulé 1 for 2, but has walked 3 times and also has an RBI to his credit.
DJ Newby at first. Pinch running for Dulé. And it's clearly in this game that no lead is safe. So it's good to keep piling on more runs, and that's what Grove City intends to do. So it's DJ Newby pinch running at first base, Shane Hamill on second base, nobody out in the inning, and Joe Sablak on the mound facing Bobby Abbott. Abbott shows bunt, and he does successfully bunt it down the third base line. Joe Sablak will touch it, but Bobby Abbott's aboard with a bunt single.
Well, he had no help from third base. Tyler Reese didn't come up from third to field it, and that left Sablak out to dry. And Sablak had to trot all the way to the third base line to field it. No chance for a play.
That play could have been by design. Sometimes with runners on first and second, you want the third baseman to go cover the base and the pitcher to cover over there. But Sablak looked like he was hoping it would go foul before finally touching it, but Abbott way too quick. So he's on first base now. So it's Hamill on third base, Newby on second, Bobby Abbott on first, and coming up, number 7 hitter, Colton Lineman. 0 for 1 is Lineman. Walked twice, was hit by a pitch, and reached on a fielder's choice, and that's been his line. He's 0 for 1 officially, but been aboard 3 times. Bat here with the bases loaded, and nobody out yet in the inning. 1 ball, no strike pitch coming. Righty on righty matchup. It's a fastball called a strike over the lower outside corner. It's no balls and 1 strike. Joe Sablak on the mound this season, 9.74 ERA. Started 3 games, 10 total appearances. Pitched 20 innings, given up 34 hits, 23 runs, 23 were all earned. He's walked 14 and struck out 7. 1-1 pitch, breaking ball, misses outside. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Waynesburg University had its big inning in the second, scoring 5 runs, sending 10 to the plate. And then Grove City had its own big inning, scoring double that. 10 runs, 14 hitters came to the plate. And Grove City now leads Waynesburg University 12-9 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Bases loaded, nobody out yet. That pitch called a strike over the lower outside corner. Count run even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So no Waynesburg lead was safe today. As Grove City came all the way back, trailing 9-2 in that 7th inning, scored 10 runs, and now has the lead 12-9. That pitch fouled off down the first base line, so the count will remain even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Righty on righty matchup. Sablak comes set at the letters. Breaking ball hit in the air. Toward left field. Tyler Godwin getting under it. Tagging from third is Hamill. Hamill will fit the tag up. Throw comes in from Tyler Godwin and Tyler Reese, the cutoff man, who just holds it. No advancement from anybody, so a fly out by lineman to left field for the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up number 8 hitter Tanner Orner. Orner pinch hit in that 7th inning. He led off the inning with a walk. Later came around to score. Then hit an RBI triple in his second at bat in the 7th inning, which gave Grove City its tie game. And, of course, later in the inning, Grove City came around to score. First pitch called a strike. No balls and 1 strike on Orner. Sablak gets a sign, comes set at the letters. Bad pitch. Well, there's no pitch yet. Sablak steps off. But of the 11 hitters that Grove City has brought to the plate, including pinch hitters and starters, 7 of them have walked at least once in this game. No ball, 1 strike pitch in on the ground to the left side. Diving and getting it past Tyler Reese is the hitter, Tanner Orner. So that's going to go down as an infield single. Tyler Reese attempted to dive for that play. He couldn't get it. Then back up, Alec Fantaski didn't have a play after the ball got past Tyler Reese. So that'll be an infield single for Tanner Orner. Scoring from third is Shane Hamill. Advancing to third on the play is Bobby Dulay. Advancing to second on the play from first is Bobby Abbott. And on first base now is Tanner Orner with a single. And Grove City College will send another pinch hitter to the plate. Bubba Hamilton, the sophomore from Waynesboro, Pennsylvania, coming to bat, the left-handed hitter facing the right-handed pitcher in Joe Sablak. The bases are still loaded with 1 out in the inning. Bubba Hamilton will come off the bench, and he will replace Travis Auth, who was a pinch-hitting replacement for Matt Nauer back in the 5th inning. 1 out, bases loaded. Here's the pitch to Hamilton. That misses outside. That's ball 1. But again, of the now 12 hitters Grove City has sent to the plate, 7 of them have walked at least once. Grove City scoreline, 13 runs on 9 hits. Waynesburg University stat line, 9 runs on 12 hits. And a lot of those base runners given up were not hits, but were walks or hit batters. That pitch fouled off, count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike on Bubba Hamilton. Travis Auth had a big hit earlier in the game. He doubled home the go-ahead run for Grove City College. 13-9 is the score. That pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the offenses of both of these teams have been flexing their muscles, whether it be early in the game or late. But Grove City has the upper hand now, 13-9 in the bottom of the 8th inning. 1 run in already in the inning and a chance for more with the bases loaded. Right-handed pitcher comes set at the letters, facing the left-handed hitter in Hamilton. Pitch, check, swing. Appeal down to third base. No swing by Bubba Hamilton. And the Waynesburg University dugout reacts.
It looked from up here that it was a strike. It looked like he went around, but third base umpire decided that that was not the case, and now Mike Humiston's out to plead his case.
So the home plate umpire is telling Mike Humiston to go talk to the third base umpire who made the call, which is the right thing to do.
Technically speaking.
But at the same time, there is no physical evidence to prove whether a hitter swung or not. It's all about the discretion of the umpire who it is appealed to. And so the discretion of the third base umpire was that Bubba Hamilton did not swing. And that's the only argument. It's a judgment call for sure. So altogether, it's ball 2. 2 ball, 2 strike count now on Bubba Hamilton with 1 out in the inning. Coming set is Joe Sablak. 2-2 pitch is fouled off. It's a high fastball that Bubba Hamilton got up the ladder and he swung at it. Made contact with it. Counts still even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out in this inning. Grove City already has a run in. It's 13-9. Grove City College leads Waynesburg University. The winner of this game will go on to play the number 1 seeded Washington and Jefferson Presidents. That'll be tomorrow. The loser of this game moves to the loser bracket to play the Bethany College Bison tomorrow. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, that misses in the dirt. Count run full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes on the pinch hitter, Bubba Hamilton. It's a double elimination tournament, so 2 losses and you're out. The only team that hasn't lost 2 games will be the winner of this tournament. 3-ball, 2-strike pitch, 1 out in the inning. Sablak once again comes set at the letters, kicks his left leg and pitches. Outside, ball 4 is the result of that pitch, and another run will come in to score. DJ Newby, the pinch runner, comes in to score from third base. Advancing to third on the play from second is Bobby Abbott. And Tanner Warner will advance from first base to second base on the walk, but a run comes in to score, and now Grove City leads 14-9. First pitch to the leadoff hitter, Jesse Clary, is taken inside. That's ball 1. Jesse Clary had an RBI double back in the 7th inning. He batted twice in the 2nd inning, struck out his first at bat, and then doubled in his 2nd at bat as John Prespolinski goes out to talk to Sablak on the mound. Sablak came in to pitch for Corey Fisher in this inning.
It's now the 13th, make that the 12th walk surrendered by Waynesburg, whereas Grove City has only given up 5 walks. And we talked about it earlier, Nicholas, that the walks were going to be a big factor, and that's certainly the case. Even Mason Miller, who had a particularly strong outing with 5 Ks, only gave up 1 hit. The problem was he walked 9, and that's been a huge problem.
Well, that's what I just keep talking about. When we look at Waynesburg's scoreline, it's 9 runs on 12 hits. Grove City's scoreline, 14 runs on 11 hits.
New runner now on first base for Hamilton, and that runner will be Tate Ostrowski.
Tate Ostrowski, a freshman on this team from Essex, Massachusetts, will pinch run for Bubba Hamilton over at first base. So now it's Bobby Abbott on third base, Tanner Warner on second, and the newly entered pinch hitter Tate Ostrowski on first base. And leadoff hitter Jesse Clary up to the plate with 1 out, bases loaded. 14-9, Grove City leads Waynesburg. First pitch fouled back at strike 1. Grove City scored 2 runs in the 5th inning, 10 runs in the 7th inning, 2 runs in the 8th inning. That's been enough to give them the lead over Waynesburg University, who scored 5 runs in the 2nd inning, 1 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th. No ball, 1-strike pitch coming from Sablak. Breaking ball, called a strike over the outside edge. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Jesse Clary. Corey Fisher's official stat line, he gave up 2 runs on 1 hit and hit 1 batter in his appearance. Sablak in here. He steps off. Joe Sablak steps off. Still no balls, 2 strikes on Jesse Clary. Clary today is 1 for 5 with 2 strikeouts, but had a big hit, had an RBI double in that 7th inning where Grove City ended up scoring 10. No ball, 2-strike pitch. Fastball inside, and it hits him. Jesse Clary hit with the pitch. And a painful run batted in for the Grove City second baseman, but Bobby Abbott scores from third base on that hit by pitch. Advancing to third is Tanner Warner. Advancing to second is Ostrowski. And reaching first, that hit by pitch, Jesse Clary. It's 15-9. Grove City now leads Waynesburg by an even larger margin. Matt Dayton will come up to the plate. Matt Dayton, the 8th hitter for Grove City in this inning, and time called Mike Humiston with just a straight face walking out to the mound. Joe Sablak's day may be over, and it is. Joe Sablak will hand the ball over to Mike Humiston. Zach Straub, the left-handed pitcher will come in, and certainly a matchup move. Matt Dayton, the left-handed hitter, so Straub going to try for a matchup move here. He's going to come in and pitch for Waynesburg University, just looking for outs. Waynesburg University desperate for outs in this situation. But Zach Straub, the 6th pitcher for Waynesburg University out of Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, went to Bethel Park High School, was not originally supposed to come to Waynesburg University. He was going to go somewhere else. But several players on this Waynesburg University team from Bethel Park, including catcher Chris Lee, pitcher Mason Miller, center fielder Mitch Nordstrom, all kind of got together and were like, yeah, hey, come to Waynesburg University. They got good programs for school, and the baseball program could use you. And he and Mike Hummiston quickly got along, and he's been working to be a starter on this Waynesburg University team. And he has had a couple starts, or a few starts, I should say, this year, but coming in a relief role here. Straub on the season has started 1 game in 10 total appearances, has a 12.67 ERA and 61 in the 3rd innings pitched. Hasn't had the most success, but also hasn't been in a primary role as a starter. Joe Sablak's run total has not been officially listed yet. He's got 3 runners on base aside from giving up 1 run already in this inning. So the runners that he has put on are still his responsibility. All 3 runners on base. Zach Straub just looking to limit the damage any more than it already has been in this inning. 3 runs given up in this inning by Waynesburg University already. Waynesburg University trailing 15-9 after having a 9-2 lead going into the bottom of the 7th inning. Zach Straub, the lefty, facing the left-handed hitter, and Matt Dayton. First pitch to Matt Dayton on the way, swing and a miss, strike 1. Matt Dayton is 1 for 3 in the game. He was hit by a pitch in the 3rd, walked in the 5th. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 7th. Grounded out to first base in the 1st. 0-1 pitch, that misses outside, counts even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Matt Dayton, the 8th hitter of this inning for Grove City College. Very well on its way to batting around again. The base is loaded, only 1 out in the inning. Golden opportunity to extend the lead. 1-1 pitch, that misses in the dirt. Good block by Prez Belinsky behind the plate. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike now in favor of Matt Dayton, the first baseman of Grove City College. Matt Dayton, a .259 average in the 2019 regular season with 1 home run and 23 RBIs. Straub comes set at the belt, 2 ball, 1 strike pitch. That is a fastball called a strike over the lower inside corner, and the count run even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 ball, 2 strike pitch. Joe Sablak, who pitched just before, did not record an out in this inning. 2 ball, 2 strike pitch. Breaking ball fouled back toward the screen. Count still even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. But 2 pitchers for this Waynesburg University team have not recorded an out. It was Nate Gearhart who pitched back in that 7th inning. He was taken out before he recorded an out. And Joe Sablak suffers the same fate. I correct myself. Joe Sablak recorded 1 out in this inning. It was that fly ball to left field. My apologies. But Joe Sablak officially goes a third of an inning and is still responsible for the 3 runners on base as Dayton fouls that pitch toward the screen. Counts still even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Waynesburg University, 9 runs on 12 hits, no errors. Grove City, 15 runs on 11 hits and 3 errors in this game. 2-2 pitch, here it comes, 1 out in the inning. Breaking ball hit in the air, right field. Tyler Shabinovich running hard, but it's Justin Buberl who calls off the right fielder, Tyler Shabinovich. Second baseman Buberl will make the catch. And Matt Dayton pops out for the second out of the bottom of the 8th inning. And coming up to bat now is the 9th hitter for Grove City in this bottom of the 8th inning. It's Micah Burke. Micah Burke, 1 for 5 in this game, and he scored a run in the 7th inning after singling. 2-out pitch, breaking ball, called a strike over the outside edge, no balls and 1 strike from Zach Straub, who's coming in relief as the 6th pitcher of the game for Waynesburg University. Here's the pitch. Swing, popped into the air, right side of the infield, foul, but in play. Johnny Kutchman makes the catch, and the inning comes to a close. So 9 batters come to the plate for Grove City. 3 of them score as we go to the 9th inning. It's Grove City 15, Waynesburg University 9. You're listening to greensports.net, presented by First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County.
At Direct Results, our company motto is, yes, we can do it. When we align our team with your business to serve your marketing, promotional, and branding needs, we strive to give you everything you could ever want. Screen printing and embroidery, we can do it. Promotional products from pins and keychains to new and innovative ideas that will wow your customers, we can do it. All types of signs, banners, and decals, including vehicle wraps, we can do it. Printing, from business cards to catalogs and calendars, we can do it. Visit directresults.us to take a virtual tour of our facility, meet our team, and experience Direct Results.
Back here, President's Athletic Conference Tournament. This is the number 2 seeded Grove City College facing the number 3 seeded Waynesburg University. It's 15-9. Grove City leads Waynesburg University as we go to the 9th inning. Last chance for the Waynesburg University team to make a comeback in this game. Grove City made its own comeback in the 7th inning, scoring 10 runs on 7 hits in the inning, and a lot of walks produced a lot of runs for this team. Scoreline right now, 9 runs on 12 hits, no errors for Waynesburg University. Grove City College, 15 runs on 11 hits, 3 errors.
And so far, Waynesburg with 12 walks surrendered, assuming that Waynesburg doesn't score 6 in this half of the inning. If that's the case, then Grove City would advance to play W&J while Waynesburg goes to play Bethany tomorrow.
First pitch, this is outside for a ball to the left-handed hitting Tyler Woodrow. 6, 7, 8 hitters do it for the Waynesburg University Yellow Jackets. It's Woodrow, Tyler Serbinovich, and Mitch Nordstrom. 1 ball, no strike pitch. Fastball, foul back behind the plate, count evened up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Waynesburg University had a 5-run lead in the 2nd inning, extended it to a 7-run lead going into the 5th inning before Grove City scored 2. Waynesburg University tacked on 2 more in the top of the 6th inning to make it 9-2, but in the bottom of the 7th inning, Grove City scored 10 runs. Ground ball left side of the infield, played by the shortstop Bobby Abbott. Throw to first base is in time. Tyler Woodrow forced out at first base on the ground out to shortstop, and that is 1 out in the top of the 9th inning. But Grove City scored 10 runs in the 7th inning, tacked on 3 more in the bottom of the 8th inning. Waynesburg has not responded since Grove City scored all those runs in the 7th inning and trails 15-9 in this top of the 9th inning. 1 out, that'll bring up Tyler Serbinovich. Engstrom on the mound. 1 out. Pitch is line foul, and that's strike number 1. Should the score hold up, and should Grove City retain the lead, it would be Joel Engstrom who gets the win for this Grove City team. No ball, 1 strike pitch. Here it comes. Pitch misses outside. Count is... Counts even, 1 ball and 1 strike on Serbinovich. Serbinovich, the right fielder for this Waynesburg University team. 297 average, 1 home run, and 17 RBIs. The games he played in right field. That pitch misses outside. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Serbinovich is 1 for 2 in this game. Sack bunted in the 3rd inning. Singled and later scored in the 2nd. Ground ball 3rd base. Played by Burke, who throws across his body to Dayton over at first, and forced out at first base is Tyler Serbinovich. That's the 2nd out of the inning, and Waynesburg University is down to its final out in Game 2 of this tournament. Washington and Jefferson played in Game number 1. Game A, as it's called. Washington and Jefferson beat Bethany. Bethany sent to the losers bracket. And Waynesburg University 1 out away from being sent to the losers bracket to play Bethany College tomorrow. It's a double elimination tournament. All of these games primary today. Tomorrow's the games where losing will matter and implications get a little more intensified. That pitch fouled off down the 3rd base line. Count evened up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Colton Nuzzle would get hit with the loss if the score remains where it is. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch. Fastball hit in the air. Left side of the outfield, running after it. Third baseman, shortstop, and left fielder sliding after it and touching it is the third baseman for Grove City, Burke. Burke was sliding, and he almost had it tipped off the top of his glove. But since it was in foul territory, that'll be a dead ball, foul ball. The count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes on Mitch Nordstrom. And Waynesburg University down to its final strike of the game. 15-9 Grove City leads Waynesburg University. Pitch misses in the dirt. Count is evened up 2 balls and 2 strikes. Joe Langstrom on the mound facing Mitch Nordstrom. Right-handed pitcher facing the left-handed hitter. 2 ball, 2 strike pitch. Fastball hit in the air on a line drive toward left center field. That's going to fall in front of the center fielder Hamill for a base hit. Mitch Nordstrom will stop at first base. Waynesburg University still breathing. 2 outs. Runner on first base in Mitch Nordstrom, bringing up the number 9 hitter Alec Fantaski to the plate. Fantaski is 2 for 4 in the game. Hit a double later, came around to score in the second inning, then hit a single in the third inning, which drove home a run. 2 outs, here's the pitch. Fastball caught a strike over the outside edge. No balls and 1 strike. 3 games in this tournament will be played tomorrow. No ball, 1 strike pitch with 2 outs. Nordstrom leading off first with nobody holding him on. That pitch called a strike. No balls, 2 strikes now on Fantaski. Once again, Waynesburg University down to its final strike of the ball game. Angstrom comes set at the belt. Runner goes from first. That pitch misses outside. Throw it on to second. Nobody covering the bag. Mitch Nordstrom will be safe. Tanner Warner decided to throw the ball down to second, even though nobody was holding on. Mitch Nordstrom at first base. And since he threw it down to second, he'll go stolen base for Mitch Nordstrom, who's now on second base. A runner in scoring position with Fantaski up as Angstrom steps off the mound. Six-run deficit for Waynesburg University against Grove City College. A 1-2 pitch at misses outside. Count run even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 15-9, Grove City College leads Waynesburg University here at Ross Memorial Park, home of Washington and Jefferson baseball. 2 ball, 2 strike pitch. Here it comes. Line drive right center field. That's going to fall into the gap. Mitch Nordstrom rounding third. He's going to come around to score. Lineman picks it up in right field. He'll fire directly into second base where shortstop Abbott was covering, but that's going to be an RBI single for Alec Fantaski. Waynesburg University now trailing by 5. It is 15-10. Grove City still leads. So the least that does is bring the top of the order back up for Waynesburg University. It's Justin Buberl coming into bat. Leadoff hitter for Waynesburg University, and this game is 1 for 5. Struck out in the 5th inning, singled in the second, later scored. That pitch gets away from Warner behind the plate, and down to second goes Alec Fantaski. That's ball 1.
And now all of a sudden it's Grove City that's on its toes. Problem for Waynesburg is that it has 2 outs, but for Grove City, all that you have to do, you have to have the mindset of there's just 1 out to get. Just get that and get out of here with a win.
1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs, here's the pitch. Just misses off the outside edge. Count is 2 balls and no strikes now on Justin Buberl, who led the team in average in 2019 with Waynesburg. 348 average. Still a good producer with 2 home runs and 24 RBIs. 2-0 pitch. That misses outside. Counts 3 balls and no strikes. Angstrom in line for the win. Can't imagine he'll stay out there too much longer if he gives up as many base runners as he is. 3 ball, no strike pitch coming. Pitch called a strike over the lower outside corner. Counts run to 3 balls and 1 strike. Now 2 outs in the inning. Alec Fantaski leads off second base. He's in scoring position with 2 outs. Justin Buberl awaiting the 3-1 pitch from Angstrom. Ready-on-ready matchup. Ball hit high and deep into right center field. That ball is going to one-hop the wall. It's going to go over the fence. Alec Fantaski will score from second base on a book rule double. Justin Buberl into second base. And now it's a 4-run deficit. 15-11 is the score. Waynesburg University still trails Grove City, but Waynesburg University stringing together some 2-out hits. That'll bring up the left-handed hitting catcher, John Presbolinski. 2 outs in the inning. Joel Langstrom still on the mound for Grove City. Right-handed pitcher facing the left-handed hitter. That pitch almost gets away from the catcher, Tanner Warner. Justin Buberl was running toward third for a second, but once he realized Warner still had the ball, Buberl goes back to second base. 1 ball, no strikes to John Presbolinski. Here's the pitch. Fastball line toward left field. That will go foul. Count is evened up at 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 runs so far for Waynesburg on 3 hits. All with 2 outs in this inning. It's the top of the 9th. Waynesburg University trailing Grove City College 15-11. Pitch hit in the air, left field. Running after it is the left fielder. Newby makes a catch, and that is the ball game. So in that inning, it's 2 runs for Waynesburg University on 3 hits and 1 runner left on base. But the final score, Grove City College 15, Waynesburg University 11. The final score line, Waynesburg University 11 runs on 13 hits, no errors. And for Grove City College, 15 runs on 12 hits and 3 errors. But this game certainly can be defined by walks.
Yeah, and the walks are what killed Waynesburg. You know, you have that 7-run advantage going into the 7th inning. You can't give up as many walks as Waynesburg did. And the problem was the Yellow Jackets, it seemed as if they were playing too comfortable with that 7-run lead. Miller was pitching, and Miller all of a sudden starts to get in some trouble. Once he gets yanked, then it's like Grove City was able to figure out the Waynesburg defense and tee off on them just after that, and it really showed, especially in that 7th inning.
Yeah, Waynesburg University pitching just struggled with the walks, but yeah, Mason Miller, the thing about Miller is that he gets a lot more leniency than other pitchers would for this Waynesburg University staff.
Yes.
He's a guy that Waynesburg's going to trust no matter what to get the job done. Now, does that mean that Waynesburg shouldn't have trusted him? No, that was a good move, but it's not that Mason Miller's infallible, and the problem with him is his command just was getting lost in that 5th inning where the walks started to come around. He gave up 2 runs as a result of 4 walks in the inning, but then that 7th inning hurt him. He walked the first 2 guys to lead off the inning, and that's when Grove City sent 14 to the plate, and the relief pitchers for the most part didn't help. It was Uzzle and Gearhart who couldn't get out of the innings without walking a few guys and just giving up hits. But when you set the table with walks and runners on base to lead off innings for teams, especially with Grove City, who during the season batted .300 as a team, that's just going to hurt you as a team. And Waynesburg University paid the price for walks today for certain, and that is the story of this game.
Yeah, and the way in which Grove City battled back, it was a double-edged sword. Waynesburg, it seemed as if Grove City wanted it more, especially in the later innings, and that experience came into play. Grove City has experience being in the playoffs. They were here a couple of years ago. Waynesburg hasn't been here in 4 years. These seniors, it's all new for them. And that experience, I think, played a big factor late in the game. And now Grove City will face W&J tomorrow at 12 noon, while Waynesburg is scheduled to play Bethany here at Ross Memorial Park at 3 o'clock. That game will be broadcast here on greensports.net. Tentatively, we're scheduled to start our pregame show at 2:45. You can follow us on Twitter for updates on that if anything goes awry. But the win goes to Joel Engstrom. 4 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, both of which were earned. The loss will go to Nate Gearhart, who could not record an out and gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, and 3 earned runs.
Yeah, so tomorrow, the losers brackets, Waynesburg University and Bethany. The loser of that game done in the tournament. The winner of that game goes on to play whoever loses between Washington and Jefferson and Grove City tomorrow. But that's going to do it here from Ross Memorial Park. For Brandon Rossi, I'm Nicholas Callas saying so long here from Ross Memorial Park. Once again, your final score. Waynesburg University loses to Grove City College 15-11.
And once again, greensports.net's coverage of Waynesburg University baseball in the PAC playoffs. It's all sponsored by First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County and sponsored in part by McCracken Pharmacy, Community Bank, Waynesburg University, JD Enterprises, Greene County Commissioner Dave Coder, the Greene County Messenger, and by Direct Results. Final score, Grove City battles back from 7 down to beat Waynesburg 15-11. Don't forget, tomorrow we're back here at Ross Memorial Park with a 3 o'clock start time against the Bethany College Bison. We're on air at 2:45. Good night from Washington, PA.